Hi guys. We're back. Let me actually change the thumbnail. If I can, my computer is kind of dying. But that's okay, it'll give time for notifications to go out, right? For anyone watching the VOD, this is probably just going to be the same as yesterday. Trying to take advantage of the delves for this week. So help me. Hey guys. Yeah, it's let me see, what time is it for me? 3:20 already. Jeez. Time went by pretty quick. I've just been editing and doing some other stuff. Kind of emotionally preparing for this because more grinding. Oh my god. Do I even have any more portals? No, I ran out. Okay. Ugh. Hey guys. What up? Hey Liam, hey Spooky, hey Samurai, hey everybody, what's going on? Donate all your Sundercharged crystals to what? What are you talking about, Spooky? There might be some, like, hopefully things are okay, but there might be some performance issues you guys might notice. I'm rendering at the same time, because I'm kind of pressed for time. Normally I would just, you know, let it render off camera, but how do you level up fast? I just started. Well, if you just started, then I wouldn't worry too much about it, but generally speaking, go to the world that has the recommended level, unless you're playing a stronger character that can handle a higher Uber world. But when you go into an Uber world, you know how there's like the adventure quests? Those will actually give you a big chunk of XP, which is pretty nice. So again, if anybody wants to join in on this, you know, now's your chance. Probably gonna be at this for a couple hours again. I don't want to do this, but whatever, we gotta get it done. Wait, what are you talking about, Spooky? Hold up, I'll open the portal in a sec. What are you talking about, man? Sundered uplands. Wait, why would I donate Sun-Charged crystals? I don't get why you're mentioning that, Spooky. Like, just for the chance of getting the mounts and stuff that I'm missing, I guess? Context! Anyways, let's go! Yeah, hey Mongo, it's been a while, man. I'm doing good. I had a video that kind of talked, you know, more real talk about what was going on. Just with life and everything like that. But yeah, it's all good. You get Phoenix motes from them as well as mounts and wings. Nothing else to do with them. Nothing else to do with them? Are you sure they're not required to craft a dragon or anything? Because otherwise, sure, yeah, I'm down to do that. Probably my best way of getting the stupid motes. Not that I need them. I need the dragon fragments. Ooh! Yeah, sorry. Performance is going to be pretty bad because I'm rendering out, like, it's going to be a while. The next Starfield episode's pretty long. I got a little too distracted with side stuff and I didn't have time to edit it last night. Because last night I got busy, I got busy forcing myself to play Baldur's Gate with Bobby. And while I still hate a lot of things about that game, I get it now. It's amazing. Like, it really is. Most of all, the adventure. I hate the combat. I think that the UI is still, like, terrible. And inventory management is inexcusably bad. But the adventure, oh my god, is so unique. Like, I'm so surprised. Totally feels like just playing tabletop. But anyways, I'll keep playing the game and I'll just have like a one-off review video or something about it. I don't know if I plan on like streaming it or anything. Do you not get bored of Shadowhunter? No, I do not, because I enjoy Shadowhunter. Basically, I play the character that is my favorite because I don't get tired of it. Honestly, what would get me bored is playing other classes that I don't want to play on, as I've done in the past, and I don't want to make that mistake again. Also, yeah, hey Bobby, if I didn't say hello. How can I get that Shadowhunter costume you're wearing? It's a Renewist pack, so you're gonna have to wait until New Year's, unfortunately. It's gonna be around New Year's is when they have the Renewist event and the Renewist packs show up. I'll try to remember, just because so many people keep asking me throughout the year, I'll try to remember to make like a unique video highlighting it. I mean, arguably, I could even do like repeat videos for certain packs, but I don't know. It's like, what's the point? The problem is, because I already own the pack, I can't see it in the store anymore, so I don't know when it's there. I just know it's going to be around that time. No, I don't want to try another character other than Shadowhunter. I've tried other characters, man. But if I had to pick someone else... Well, if I'm doing... Like, it depends what I'm doing. If I'm doing delves and stuff, it would probably be like Draco or Tomb Raiser. But if I'm trying to do speed farming, I don't know. Lancer, Vanguard, Dino Tamer. Probably would stick with Dino Tamer just because the range is nice, but I don't like the fact that our range attacks don't phase through enemies in this game. What's your weakest character? Pretty much what I'm not maining. I only have like one good set of like physical and magic gems, dude. And even then I don't have good, I don't have C4 weapons on all my characters. Like, for all the types of weapons. I think I had a gun which got deleted. I have a bow, and I think that might be it, honestly. I don't know if I ever got a spear or not. I might have, but I don't remember. This is getting super specific. If you had to pick between Lancer or Dino Tamer, who would I pick? I mean, I like Lancer a lot. Like, I think he's cooler than Dino Tamer, but I think Dino Tamer's got more function. Like, Lancer's clearly faster, but Dino Tamer, it's a lot easier to kill things just because of the way that he's set up. I don't know. 50-50, honestly. Knight top tier. Yes, except I don't like the Knight. Like, I find his gameplay to be really boring. Otherwise, yes, he is powerful. I don't know where our 5th went, but whatever. Hey, Crocinator. How you been, man? Been a while, Crocodile. My mastery, well, I could get a lot more mastery right now because I have a bunch of delve mounts that I haven't consumed yet. But I'm pretty close to 800 total mastery. I'm not quite there yet. Oh my god, there. Trove mastery, sorry. Total mastery is pretty high up. So yeah, just a quick reminder again. For those of you that don't know, we're basically taking advantage of the fact that this is the first biome in the easy portal, which means it's the most efficient method for grinding the memento and everything. And the one item I'm missing out of this stupid biome requires that I get a memento, which is untradeable and completely random whether or not I'll get the right one. I spent 3 hours yesterday grinding this, and I got like plenty of the memento I didn't need. So, fingers crossed we can get the good one. If we got it right away, honestly, I'd be okay with that. Because once I get this done, then I don't need to ever go into this portal ever again, because I have everything, and then I can do a one-off video showing all the items. I could have already showed off all the items, just because I had footage of them all, but I wanted to get it all myself. And then we can go back to just normal grinding, like Sundered Uplands and junk. Okay, was that already? No, that wasn't all 5 portals. Why are we spending all this time to get a memento? They don't do much. Well, no, because of, like I said, it's required to craft this stupid last mount I need. Well, I don't know where our 4th guy was, but whatever. What are you... Boss overkill, like, what are you trying to make a tier list or something? If I had to pick a character, okay, rather than say the character I would pick out of that list for overall functionality, I'll just say the characters that I wouldn't pick. Chlorophae. Ninja, personally, I wouldn't pick. He's fine, but... I already played, like, I played Neo Ninja like a couple years ago for a very, very long time, and I don't like his gameplay. I mained him just because he was the meta, not because I enjoyed him, and it kind of burnt me out on the class. Like, overall, I'd take Shadowhunter. I think that he's kind of the best all-around character, but then if you want specifics, other characters fit into categories better. Speaking of, it's been a while since I did a tier list. It's also been a while since I did the last Leviathan challenge video, and I'm sorry about that. I've just been preoccupied, and frankly speaking, it's not like a very fun video series to do, because it's kind of just swap over and then spend 20 minutes trying to find a Leviathan and hope that nobody else steals it. Been having a lot more fun just kind of grinding out all these other games and stuff. I still gotta record more Hollow Knight. Which, I know it hasn't even started on the channel, but spoilies. There you go. I'm trying to, like, get all of these games, like, kind of expanding my library of games that I'm going to be playing this month, because there's not really anything going on for September, and then October it's going to get super busy, so I got to try and get all these projects finished. Good lord, dude. Can I just get the memento? Also, yes, Nad, and anybody else, you are more than welcome to join up. You just gotta actually ready up by the portal. So that mount that Frog's got right there, that's the one that we're trying to go for at the moment. I already have tier lists, dude. I have quite a few of them. Like, I have a couple different categories of tier lists that I can do. You know, I keep doing like best boss killer, best speed farmer and stuff. There's a couple other categories that I could end up doing. They're kind of easy enough to do for videos, but yeah. I don't know, like I already talked about it in my other video, like my real talk video, where I've been kind of slowing down with Trove recently so that I don't get burnt out. Because let's be real, there hasn't really been much going on with this game like all year. And I'm kind of really enjoying the other games that I'm playing, regardless of their popularity on the channel. Outside of Wayfinder, which thankfully is still doing well. And I gotta grind more of that today. Here's the thing, if we can end up actually getting this stupid memento in a timely fashion, I want to stream some more Wayfinder. But honestly, probably not gonna have time. Let's be real. Huh? The other games? You can just look on the channel, my brother. Starfield. What else is there? I think actually Starfield's the only other series that's currently going on right now. I'm recording Hollow Knight and some Baldur's Gate. I don't think I'm gonna do like a full series with it. We'll see. I'm kind of just playing the game and then taking highlighted clips. But those two games already like take an absurd amount of time to complete. So it's kind of like these slow burn games, you know? Which is kind of nice coming right off of Armored Core and how fast-paced and fun that game was. Raise your hand if delves are stinky. Yes, they are. Except here's how I raise my hand for the delves. PU. Most of all, what does it for me is this, just, I already ranted about it a lot in yesterday's stream, so I don't want to, like, talk about it too much today, but basically just the fact that this is, like, so random, you know? Whether or not I get this or not. Oh, I gotta go get more stuff at the HUD. Yeah, I know Baldur's Gate apparently is, like, a super long game. I've heard that it really gets bad at the end game though, so I don't know whether like I'll quit at that point because I'm not like super invested into it by any means. It's just kind of a thing on the side. I mean, I might stream it. We'll see. I might do a casual one. I don't know. Like, I still, again, there's still a lot of aspects that I really detest about the game. Like, imagine Baldur's Gate, but the gameplay, like the combat and everything is like Dragon's Dogma. Like, oh my god. That'd be so much better. Like, I like the whole dice roll and everything like that, but I hate the combat. Like, it's just, ugh. The Complex Expedition. I don't know what that is. Which one is that? Complex Expedition. This looks like there's nothing going on in it. Or is it a little horror game or something? I don't know. Weird. Yeah, I know, GNAC. Like, that's the thing is with Baldur's Gate, like, what really hit me by surprise was, yes, the sheer amount of choices and, like, crap that just happens based on your actions is actually insane. Like, when I saw that and, like, once I got through the tutorial area and the game started opening up, I was just like, okay, I could understand why this game would make Game of the Year. For me personally, it still is my least favorite genre of video game. Like, I love the RPG aspects and the choices and everything like that. But my god, I hate the gameplay. Like, it's so dated and bad. Like, even like just basic things like the targeting is awful. It's not intuitive at all. I guess they did the best that they could, but it's just like, yikes, dude. I guess the point is, with the amount of freedom that that game gives you, there's a lot that can go wrong, and boy does it go wrong. That's just the one criticism I would still say towards it. Like, give me the same like amount of depth, but in a game like Skyrim. And oh my god, that would probably be my favorite game. But anyways, main reason why I'm even bringing it up, guys, is just because I was very adamant about how bad Baldur's Gate was. I still think it's got a little too much reputation, like, or hype around it. But at least it's not as bad as Starfield. Have you tried Elden Ring? Bro, just check the channel. I've got like 50 plus episodes. Yes, Elden Ring is one of my favorite games. Thank you very much, Tommy. I did catch your comment. I very much appreciate the positivity and support, my brother. Good to be recognized. Good to be recognized. I would love to join you, but I'd rather not deal with my awful Wi-Fi and having to remember my password. What? The hell do you mean? Oh, dude, Ultimate Chicken Horse is a fun game. I've watched a lot of videos on it, and it seems like a fun game. I don't have anybody to play it with, though. All of my mates have been, like, super busy lately, and then on top of that, I mean, you know how it is, man. Like, it's difficult to convince friends to, like, buy games, especially if it's just gonna be one-off ones like that. And even for me, I got bills to pay, man. I've already got like so many games on pre-order that are coming this year, like in October, November and stuff. That's the thing. Like I wasn't really expecting to get into like Starfield and even, you know, Baldur's Gate. I just again, I only played it last night. And then Hollow Knight has just kind of been a game on my bucket list that people have been constantly recommending to me. I still don't know if I'm 100% sold on it, but I haven't played it enough to judge. I just think at the end of the day, I prefer Metroid, like actual Metroid. But for an indie game, it's pretty dang good. I don't know if I like the combat. Also, yes, Mongo, I did see that comment. I'm sorry I didn't mention about it, but thank you, bro. I know, you've been around for a long time. When you guys have, like, what always confuses me is most of all I go based on, like, your guys' pictures and stuff, you know, as well as username. But I'm kind of more of a visual type of person. That's just kind of how my brain works. So sometimes when you guys, like, change your profile picture and stuff, it's like, who the hell is that? But I try my best to recognize the regulars. Also, hey, Multi. No, you guys are always more than welcome to join in. Yeah, like I'm more the merrier. It goes faster, it's funner. And as far as just joining Team Pixel, I'd recommend I'd recommend you go into the Discord. You don't have to stay there or anything. It's not me just trying to plug it. It's just your best option to get invited by someone. No, Multi, because I'm not like a degenerate loser. I have a wife, so I don't need to have nudity on in a video game. Yes, Josh, if you search on my channel, I had a very, very lengthy Warframe stream. I've since moved on. I don't have any interest in going back to it. Same with Destiny. Right now, Wayfinder has kind of been the game that I feel like I like that game like a lot, and it's very similar to Warframe. Later, Mongo. So I haven't dedicated nearly as much grind time to Wayfinder as I would like, though. It's not that I'm falling behind, it's just that you know, I'll have like a plan of like recording a Let's Play episode or whatever, and then, you know, and then the other day it's like, oh, well, then we had a leak of the new character and stuff, and it's like, oh, well, priorities. I need to take some time, I think, tonight to actually like catch up on some Wayfinder guides, because it's about time I start making some guides on like how to actually obtain certain classes and weapons, because all of the info is there. And I've already been gathering some of the pieces, not too many. Whoops. I didn't catch Elite's post earlier. Sorry, dude. Also, hi, Eli. Garbo? We still haven't gotten an official post about the Nintendo Direct, which tells me that it's more than likely gonna be, either they're gonna last minute surprise us, and it is gonna be like next week, or like last year, it's gonna be around the end of the month. You saw the art I posted in the Discord, right? Yeah, so I did open the link of it. I just haven't, I've been like so preoccupied, I haven't bothered like putting it in a video or anything. Gleam got the memento. Let's go. Now give it to me, right? Because it's totally tradable. Why, bro? Why? Everybody's gonna get it but me. The thing is, I've gotten the wrong memento, which is arguably the more rare one, like way more. I've gotten it like 4 or 5 times now. It's so stupid. No, I'm gonna throw your fan art like in a video. Not like a dedicated video. I don't know how many people would be interested in that. But I still remember back in the day, like whenever we used to get like fan art and stuff. For a little bit anyways, and then it kind of dissipated. But I remember like what I was mainly trying to figure out like the last time we were talking, Croconair, was where you wanted me to refer people to. Like whether you had like a Twitter or something that you wanted me to like at in the video when I mentioned the art or something. But as far as I know, you said no or something. I'm not sure. Give me the memento, please. You know what I'm waiting for, guys? This is just kind of left field, but I was just thinking about it. Since Starfield is basically on the same game engine, we could have the Skyrim Together mod on Starfield, right? Like, give me multiplayer. I don't know how that would work, but it could. I hear the Nintendo Direct's gonna be on the 27th. Yeah, so the leakers, quote unquote, or insiders, those idiots were wrong again. So everybody, like all the leakers were saying it was gonna be on the 13th, but when I checked my calendar last year, it was around the 28th. So we'll see what happens. Either way, we know we're getting a Nintendo Direct this month. It's just the leakers piss me off because people like give an overabundance of credit to them as if like, oh, this trusted leaker says they're gonna show this, and it's like, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day. Like leakers literally are just these people that throw crap at the wall and hope it sticks, and then anything that they were incorrect about, they just delete those posts or like edit them. But everyone's an idiot, so it doesn't matter. I just got to U11 and got Gonda today as well. GG. I almost feel like I completed the game, yet have so much more work to do. Well, good that you're not gonna quit. Because otherwise a lot of people, yeah, they kind of get to that part and then they just either get burnt out or feel like they've beaten the game and then they just move on. I mean, I've already beaten the game and then some. I'm just waiting on that new content this year. Whatever it may or may not be. Hee. Yeah, okay, so don't bother adding your Twitter. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I've been trying to, I'm pretty bad at my socials, I'll admit. Right now, like, I think I mentioned it once before, but basically I'm just using Twitter to, like, crap post on people. I'm really mean on Twitter, and I just think it's funny. And then Insta, I've been trying to post, like, more stories and crap, just because, whatever. Anyways, doesn't matter. Why do you not play the game with mods right now? Which game with mods? Starfield, you mean? I am playing it with mods multi. The second episode I put mods on. Whoops. There's not really any big game-changing mods for Starfield yet. It's most of all just like quality of life stuff. Oh, excuse me. Also, again, excuse my, like, my energy may still be quite low. I think I'm sick. I don't really notice anything other than I just feel like kind of exhausted all the time. Just over these past couple days. And like my throat is a little tight, so. Possibly. Hello, game? But it's not enough for me to be like, I'm sick. Got the other memento and I can't build either of them. Ah, yes. There, I just invited him because I don't know why no one else was. Yeah, GG. That's the problem with the mementos, man. Like, because they're so random. I still think that you should be able to break them down for fragments. Or just not have them timed because it's stupid. Like, imagine getting all the items that you need in order to craft the new mounts, and then you can't actually craft them because you don't have the other resources. Granted, you can get the other resources pretty easily, Gleam, at least right now anyways. So I'd recommend just grind it up because you'll never get the opportunity again. Hey, Maggot. Can't buy the heirlooms because I can't hold the... Oh, you can't even hold enough inert geode. Oh my god. So you didn't do any of the normal delve stuff. I mean, I don't blame you. Can you not afford the wallets? Like, I thought you could get them just with inert geode if I recall, right? I may be mistaken, but... yeah, that sucks. That right there is a prime example of something that the devs clearly didn't actually like test. Or at least they didn't think about it. I think the main thing that I want to start doing with these streams is, if you guys know, like a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week or the week before, but I ended up doing like some super duper like casual streams, which I've never done before, as I talked about in my Real Talk video more recently. Like I kind of find it awkward streaming, like I just always have, where unlike other like Twitch streamers and stuff like that, where they basically are just silent the entire time and never reply to anybody, which I would never do that. But there's something to be said about, you know, keeping my energy lower, not worrying so much about trying to keep you guys entertained, because it's a stream, so it's different, you know? And I'm trying to be okay with that lower energy because I'm just a natural entertainer. You know, I always used to be the class clown back in school. So I personally just have like a really hard time with like just being chill and, you know. So point being is, I think that having this kind of energy actually makes it like, it makes it a lot easier for me. Because it's like, oh, well, I'm basically like, this is basically like me off camera, but I'm still on camera, you know? And it allows me to kind of do more than I normally would be okay with, like in terms of different games that I would play and stuff like that. So again, referring to those other streams from like a couple weeks back, I was just basically like, you know, I was playing Trove, I was working on some pictures and stuff, and then just casually like watching some videos and reacting to stuff, and like treating it more like an open, like, oh, this is a stream, I'm not playing this video game for this specific amount of time kind of thing. Now, unfortunately, there still is a lot of limitations with that in regards to YouTube itself, which I still hate. Like, I've learned the hard way that if you stream for like 3 or 4 hours or something like that, YouTube actually doesn't allow you to edit that stream in any way, shape, or form. And so I can't like just stream for hours and hours on end. Like I can't be streaming Trove right now and then, you know, swap to playing another video game within the same stream. YouTube just doesn't really have that. Which, okay, whatever, I get it. You know, that's kind of a Twitch thing, but at the very least, if I was able to... Oh, we got a trophy. At the very least, if I was able to kind of like just split the video afterwards, but I can't. So it's just kind of, I don't know, just random little observation. I just wanted to clue you guys in. Anyways, what were you guys saying? Oh, God. How do I join you for the delves? I actually don't know how to join through commands. Oh, slash join or slash go to, one word, space team space pixel. That'll end up bringing you into the club world. Yeah, I know, Spooky. Like, I've thought about that, like in terms of like podcast content and stuff like that. But frankly speaking, one, I don't have enough interesting topics that I could talk about. I mean, I can ramble about things, but generally speaking, you know, with how the channel is set up and everything, that type of a stream where you're saying like an ongoing conversation with the audience, that's basically what we're doing right now. The difference being is if I was doing a just chatting stream, there would barely be enough people showing up for me to end up actually talking, you know? Otherwise, like, it's not like, I don't know. I don't fully understand the concept of that, because it's like, aren't we already doing that? You know, I'm already conversing with you guys, like, and anytime you guys bring up different topics and junk, I'll respond to them. And I mean, I'm down to talk about like more real life stuff as well. It's just, again, you know, that doesn't really get brought up in the first place, because we're all here for video games, yo. Can you make a video on blockchains and crypto coins? Haven't you seen your video? Wait, what? Do you mean like in real life ones, Brian? Or are you talking about like the ones in Trove? Because if you're talking about real life ones, I think that it's stupid as hell. And I'm never going to invest in anything ever again. I got way too burned with Roblox. Basically, like, Roblox is back up again, which, ha 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 ha, funny. I invested in Roblox and then I missed the high point of it, so I was holding out, and then suddenly it was like, oh, we have to buy this condo, like, now. So I had to pull my money out and I lost a lot. Like, a very significant amount of my savings. And that's how I learned the hard way. Oh, never invest in anything unless you have, like, the room on top and don't actually need that money for many, 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 many years. I'm fine, like everything's fine now. It just, it hurt. Most of all, my ego. So I'm never gonna invest in anything ever again. I still got my Amazon stock. Are you inviting more people to your club? I'm not inviting people at the moment, but you can get invited in the Discord, or if you come into the club world, somebody might be around to invite you. I'm not saying no. Oh, dear God. Okay, hold on. I need some medicine really quick. There we go. Oh my God. I don't know what that game is. I will look it up. Why is it called Part 2? Isn't Saxton the guy from TF? Yeah, I don't see an actual game. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you trade Neon Ninja of Git? Wait, what? You're gonna give me a Neon Ninja? I'm very confused. Oh, it's on Blizzard. Okay, that's why Google won't show it. Is that a new game that they're working on or something? I've never heard of it. Switch games to recommend? Mario Odyssey, Zelda, both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Mario RPG coming out soon. Mario Wonder coming out soon. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are good. They're, you know, most of all the faster combat and everything. Like, I'm pretty against those types of games, but I ended up really enjoying that one. I'm sure there's lots of other games on the Switch, but they're kind of escaping my mind right now. Oh, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, of course. Oh, okay, Brian. Yeah, you are talking about the ones in game. Okay. You haven't seen any videos talking about them because they don't do anything. What just happened? Relog, that's what just happened. Yeah, the blockchain items were added into the game, and then people kind of used them to trick new players because there are ones that are like, oh, this is a Gonda blockchain or whatever, and people are like, what? Does that give me Gonda? You know. But no, those don't do anything. Like, they're literally useless. It was a joke that the devs were trying to make towards like actual cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, because it was trending around that time. Yep, I know that Scarlet and Violet have their DLC coming, and you can pre-order it. I'm not interested at the moment. It's just gonna be more of the same game, so I don't really care. I'm not gonna say never, but eh. Wait, what? Oh, are you saying Mario games are never going to be the same without the same voice actor? Yeah, they'll be fine. What are you talking about? Like, don't get me wrong, okay? I think that it's great that, you know, that one guy did Mario's voice for so long and everything like that. And that, you know, that's awesome. Honestly, I'm surprised that Nintendo even used him that long instead of just hiring somebody else, because it's not like it's a hard voice to do, and it's not like he does any voice acting outside of, you know, the Mario movie. But point is, like, Mario games barely ever have like dialogue or anything, so I find it strange that some people are like, you know, bringing it up when it's like, it's not gonna make a difference. Classes aren't tradable. What are you talking about? They need a new class? Yes, I agree. Yeah, exactly. Just hire Chris Pratt. No, they could just hire some random person. Wow. Oh, see, I can do Luigi. Pay me. Mario. Honestly, Chris Pratt did a good job. I didn't think he would, but I gotta watch that movie again. Okay, I'm sorry, my dude. If you keep... Okay, I'll give you a warning. Normally, I would just, like, ban you. You know, nothing personal, but no begging in chat. Otherwise, you will die. So I'll just give you a heads up. Whoops, I need more of this stupid thing. No, I don't think he's a troll. He's probably just a kid. I would def buy Mario games if they added Chris Pratt. He's one of my favorite voice actors. What? Has he actually done other voice acting? What has he done? Yeah, most of all, I was really surprised because I thought he was just gonna be Chris Pratt as Mario, and then it was like, oh, he's actually got like a Boston accent and stuff. Like, I genuinely liked that Mario movie. I think it was great. I know they're making a sequel already, so I'm looking forward to that. I didn't see Mario in theaters, but I kind of want to see the next one in theaters. Is that it? Okay, let's go. Boy, oh boy, I hope you guys are excited. I like how I haven't gotten a single memento, by the way. Like, yeah, I've seen Chris Pratt in lots of actual movies. I don't think... I'm not gonna say he's, like, not a good actor or anything, but he's got his strong role and then other roles that don't really fit him. Like, I felt like he was really weird in Jurassic World or whatever. But then again, those movies sucked anyway. But I just couldn't really see him in that specific role. It just was kind of weird. Wait, what? Rocket League? No, I don't care about Rocket League, man. It's got one game mode and it's It was most of all that I just didn't like Jurassic World. Like, I thought those were really bad. They're kind of just generic blockbuster garbage. But that's also like because I was comparing it to the OG ones. With mastermind Steven Spielbergo. But Chris Pratt's got that like thing that he always does where he just kind of goes Die already, get out of here. Give me my stupid memento. There was another trophy. Is that Blue Beetle trash out? I don't even know why that exists, dude. Is that Marvel? The Blue Beetle one? Or is that DC? Either way, like, why? It's DC? Okay, then it's probably bad. Let's be real. Like, I'm more of a DC fan, like, in terms of the actual, like, stories and the animated series and stuff like that. But the live-action movies never get it right. Like, they're so bad. Even The Flash, man, like, that was just... Marvel was good. I think it peaked with Thanos, though, and hasn't really... it hasn't really captured that magic ever since. Guardians, though, Guardians 3, that was a lot of fun, but that's because that director actually knows how to make good movies. It's got nothing to do with it being a Marvel movie. Because even, what was it? Even Suicide Squad 2 was surprisingly really good. Even though the first one was Garbo. Yeah, I still... What I mean when I say Rocket League has one game mode is I, like, you know, it's that competitive type of game. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's been more game modes added since I tried it, like, years ago, but it's just, it's not my thing. It's kind of the same as, what was that era game? Multiverses. It kind of feels the same as that, where it's like, you know, on the surface, it's got enough going for it to just be fun for a random pick up and play game. But the fact that it's competitive means that it's not like casual enough for me to continue playing beyond like winning a couple matches. That kind of thing. What about the Batman movies? Those are actually really good. They've actually done a really good job with all of those, but that's because those are kind of very segmented. Joker was also stupendous, but that's just because, I mean, I already knew it was going to be good because Joaquin Phoenix is one of the best actors in the world. And he hates Hollywood, so the fact that they got him for Joker, I knew it was going to be good because I knew it was going to be some weird art movie because that's all he's interested in. So we'll see what happens with Joker 2. I don't know how do you make a sequel to that? Like, car soccer is very competitive. I don't know if it's competitive. I'm just saying, like, the fact that it's PvP, it's like, I don't care. I like that term, though, car soccer. That's basically what it is. Anyways, I'll just say I have no interest in playing it, man. Like, you can go ahead and enjoy it. I don't have anything against Rocket League. I just don't care. It's not my thing. It's kind of the same reason why, like, I stopped playing Fortnite. Like, I do want to go back to it, like, maybe when there's a new map or something. But it's kind of like... It's difficult to nail down, like, the exact reason, but it's kind of the gameplay is, you know, the gameplay's got a lot of variables in terms of like how you can approach a situation and stuff, but at the end of the day, it almost always just plays the exact same. It's kind of like Doritos, where eventually, like, once you've had like a couple Doritos, you're gonna have the same Doritos for the rest of the bag. I know that's weird, but fast food gaming. That might be a good point. No, there's not a new map in Fortnite. Not yet. I think it's gonna be the next season. Otherwise, they've just been adding like new areas to the existing map. But I think it's like we gotta get to the next chapter or something. I just like zero build. Yeah, I like Doritos as well. I'm just saying, you know, it gets to that point, you know, when you're having Doritos and it's kind of like, You can't eat an entire bag. And then even if you do slowly eat a bag over like a week or something like that, you're not gonna buy more. Favorite Doritos? The jalapeno ones. Those ones are great. Especially there's a dip recipe that I got. I actually learned it from, I think my mom had it from her grandma, and then I learned it from my mom, and then she forgot how to make it. And it's like a veggie dip. And oh my god, it goes really, really good with chips. I should make a video like showing the recipe off. Just because it's, it's the only way that I can eat like non-stop amount of veggies. Yeah, the jalapeno Cheetos are not bad. I'm not the biggest fan of Cheetos though. It's more so like I like mixing it up. Like, you know, I want like Doritos and Cheetos at the same time, you know, so I can kind of vary between them. Man, we got a lot of enemies on this floor. Yikes. Can we just get this stupid memento? Like, the fact that I haven't even gotten a single one today is very discouraging. Honestly, I'll take anything super spicy. Later, MVD. Except for the spicy, what was it? The last laugh you lose challenge I did with the spicy peanuts. Oh my god. Those made me sick. Oh, you are working on the heirlooms, Gleam. Nice. Yeah. Again, you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to get them. Just because this is like so efficient and quick. Why do your parents look at you weird when you eat a bunch of Cheetos? Like, what? They bought it, didn't they? Like... Honestly, they're probably sitting there like, oh, well, that was $10. I don't know. I'll say that much, like, as you get older, you start to appreciate money more and start to question what you should spend your money on. Like, for me, it's... I think that's why I don't have chips very often, just because it's not cost-effective enough. I know that sounds like so lame. I still give myself treats, but usually it'll be like, oh, I can get a whole pail of ice cream for 10 bucks, you know? And I know that that'll last me like a week or two. But chips, it's like, it just goes so quick. And then it's like, huh, now I need more. Wait, what? What's your opinion on lemon lays? The O should have been a little line above it. Limon lays? I don't know what that is, Frog. I'm guessing, wait, you mean like a Lay's chip? Like a lemon one? It's kind of weird. I mean, lemon works. I need to make more of these stupid portals, bro. Pail of ice cream, bucket of ice cream, you know. Just... Same as we get our milk out here in Canada, in a bag. Boy, oh boy, this sure is fun. Ugh. Anyone munching on carrots behind their screens? Carrots are kind of... I like carrots, but I need something to assist in eating them. Like, I like veggies, but I can't, like, eat a carrot on its own. It's just, like, it's so boring. That's why, like, again, with the dip that I make, then I have, like, you know, then I like all veggies, carrots, broccoli, celery. Speaking of celery, what is it? There's like deep fried celery or like super burnt celery. Oh my god, it's so good. Cooked carrots, that I will eat, but just raw on their own. I need more than just carrot. Oh. I'm not the only one that doesn't like carrots by themselves. Ah, yes. Same with, like, I mean, cucumbers are a bit different, but if we have it with salt, you know, obviously that's better. My mom makes chicken and dumplings during the fall, winter, and it's the best thing ever. Ah, yes, comfort food. Yeah, one of my favorite, I think that's got to do with, you know, what you eat growing up. One of my all-time favorite things is mashed potatoes with gravy. I can eat an unhealthy amount of it. Like, it's just one of my favorite foods. My mom always made it with, like, pork chops, which I'm not the biggest fan of pork chops. The meat's a little too gristly and fat for me. But mashed potatoes, yes. We made some mashed potatoes a couple days ago and I ate all of them. So easy to make too, which is nice. Pickles I'll eat. There's, what is it, like the garlic pickles? Yes. One of my favorite things, I think I used to do it as a kid, which is why I probably still like it in my adulthood, is just a hot dog, like no bun, just on its own, and then a pickle. And cheese. I think that's the German ancestry in me. Because, oh my god. Finger food, man. I don't know if I ever had deep fried ice cream. I think I tried it like once or twice. I could be mistaken though. It definitely didn't stand out enough for me to bother remembering. It's more like a novelty concept, I think. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not even about it being like a hot dog. It's just about like meat, cheese, and pickle. All those things just complement each other so well. And crackers. I think, again, that I wonder whether or not that's got to do with my childhood. Because I remember, like, you know, playing video games and stuff. And that would be like the snacks that my mom would be bringing us. Just because it's super easy to do. But I think it's also just got to do with, you know, my background. Bleh. Is it European? I mean, maybe it's Canadian. I don't know if other people do it. Who knows? That's a thing. People are weird. But that's okay. I'd prefer to be weird over being normal. Because being normal is lame. Please just give me this godforsaken memento, bro. Like, oh my god. We're getting, like, trash. Like, actual garbage. Not even like another memento. Not even a single one for, like, a freaking hour. So stupid. Oh my god. Well, somebody stood in front of me and it broke the portal. Because this game is dumb. On the topic of food, what's your favorite sushi? Oh. I don't know the name of them. So there's a mango roll. That one is actually insane. There's one particular sushi place that we go out here that is really expensive. In Japan, pretty much all the sushi is great. You know, I'll always go for salmon sushi or a salmon nigiri. But yeah, there's like a mango roll that has like little chunks of mango and it's got cheese on it as well, and it's just such a nice like contrast of sweet and salty. And then there's one that we have to, I think the restaurant calls it the Crazy Girl, but it's like a deep fried sushi, which is actually really good. That's the thing about me, like I experiment with food, but once I find what I like, I'm okay with just having the same thing over and over again. It's just got to do with like my personality. Like even in terms of like, prime example, video game. Once I find something I enjoy, oh, I'm still using Shadowhunter, you know? Wayfinder, I'm using Wingrave. I don't care if the other characters are the meta. I find him the funnest. Salmon and rice with soy sauce. Gotta load it up with wasabi, though. Another really quick, easy snack is actually avocado in soy sauce with wasabi. It's really good. But yeah, I've tried a lot of different sushi, and those are the main ones that stand out to me. Otherwise, even when our last trip to Japan again, you know, the biggest thing is the conveyor belt sushi is just like, oh my god, beautiful. Later, Jux. Have a good one, buddy. Plug your phone in. Oh, the volcano sushi? Yeah. Where I know what you mean. Or at least the general idea of what you mean. Where it's, yeah, it's deep fried, it looks like a mess, but then it's just such a burst of flavor. I hate this game, I hate this game, I hate this game. Dude, I don't want to do this anymore. Get out of the way. Thank you. I don't blame you, I blame the game. Alright, let's go. Sorry, this video is finally finished rendering, but it's stuck at 100%. Come on already. Side note, you know what we discovered the other day is insane? Costco pizza. Getting it by the slice usually kind of sucks, but if you get a full pizza, they usually make it fresh. And the cheese pizza, oh my god. It's like 10 bucks, you get pizza like... It's huge. That has now become my favorite pizza just because it's so cost effective for so much food. And it's just drenched with cheese. I keep wanting it. Mariko doesn't want it because pizza's not her favorite food. But I keep telling her, can we get pizza today? And she's like, no, we just had it. Oh, roasted sesame sauce. Yeah, that's good. There's... That might actually be the sauce that I'm thinking of. Which we have out here, but I think it's called something different. But yeah, it's really, really good. I could just have that just on rice and it's fine. Oh, having it with the salmon and avocado. Oh, that's a good idea. Like a poke bowl or whatever they call them. I don't know if they're called that anywhere else, but... Wow, not a single memento. Oh my god. I should quit. Sushi spot called Red Corner, close to where I live, and they make some amazing sushi. Nice. Yeah, the only problem is that sushi is like so expensive everywhere. So we don't get it very often. In Japan, it's so dirt cheap. Fast food is as well, and it's really high quality. Like I think I had like the best Wendy's like meal I ever had in Japan. McDonald's sucked. That was universally, like, I think universally McDonald's is just terrible. But it's been going downhill like crazy, and it was actually worse in Japan than it was out here, which I was very surprised by. Having a hard time making flux. Any tips to make it more efficiently? Follow my flux guides. I'm just going to refer you to those because honestly, I don't have the mentality of gathering flux on my mind recently. Nitro's pretty good, and it, just generally speaking, it's got to be a resource that has perpetual value. And Nitro is one of the most stable and safe just because people need it to constantly upgrade all of their gear. But it does fluctuate a lot because a lot of it has to do with, oh, are you trying to sell it on ore day when everybody gets Nitro super easily, you know? And Nitro's not even the best. It's just the easiest example I can give. Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt that the sushi is worth its value. It's just, it's so expensive that we can't go often is the thing. Are fresh vegetables and fruit cheap where you live? Yes and no. Like, it's cheaper than going out to eat, that's for sure, but it's still, I don't know. It depends if it's in season, right? I don't do anything outside of YouTube for a living. I've been doing YouTube full-time for years. I mean, obviously I'm not making a living off of the streaming, but this is just, I gotta grind this and do this and, yeah. And then if I ever end up getting the goddamn resource that I freaking need in this stupid video game, then I can make a video about it. Oh my god. Is making your own food cheaper than buying fast food? Yes, of course it is. Ever since the virus, I still don't know if I can say the word, but ever since then, all restaurants like across the world went, support your local businesses. We're gonna increase the price of everything. The funny thing is that my brother actually worked in like in a really big restaurant out here. And he thought it was hilarious because he knew a lot of the higher ups that, you know, ran a lot of the restaurants out here. And he was saying like he kind of had to go and get something at one point, and they were like in a meeting and they were all literally just sitting there laughing, talking about like how much money they were making because of like all the virus stuff, where like they just upped the price. They don't need to. They're just scumbags. Because it's like, bro, support local businesses? Shut up. Pay me more. Then I'll support them, you know? So I've been just getting more and more like cheap as a person, where it's like, I'm never going to tip over 10%. If it was up to me, I would just not tip. Like when I go and pick up a pizza and it's like, tip? And it's like, no, I went and got this myself. That was the best thing about Japan, man. Like the food is like, the food might be a little bit more expensive just because the quality of it's better, but you don't have to tip. That was like the best thing ever. It's like you go and you see the price and it says all the taxes on everything and you know exactly what the damage is, and it's just so nice. And the funny thing is, you don't have to tip and they still do a better job. Like, oh my god. I hate how pretentious, like, people are. Especially, you know, like people in like waiting jobs and stuff, like waitering and stuff, where they like snarl at you and stuff if you don't tip them and junk. And it's like, bruh, you're getting paid for this. Why am I paying for your check? But a lot of them are very underpaid, and that's got to do with, you know, the company behind it. That's not my problem. I'm underpaid. You don't hear me crying about it. Yeah, Japanese food is also healthier overall, like a lot higher quality. Oh, right, in Europe, you guys have that as well, where you don't tip, and it shows the taxes. Yeah. So it's just a North American thing, which is stupid. I just hate the fact that, like, it's all under the guise. You know, it's the same as, like, with even video games are affected by it, where it's like, well, because of the virus, we couldn't develop a good game. It's like, no, it's because you cut corners and the freaking investors told you to release a broken product. Like, which once again, North American companies, Japanese companies don't do that. And if they put out a product that sucks, they keep working on it and make it good. But no, let's give all the praise to Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk. Elden Ring coming out here complete day one and, you know, just constantly getting updates. But sure. Yeah. We tip in Europe if we like it. Oh, okay. So it is still a thing. It's just not like, because in Japan, it's actually weird to tip. So it is still different then. Yeah, I mean, aside from all of that, like, I could never live in Japan. It's just a nice place to go for tourism. The only problem is I always end up spending way too much money because the clothes there is, like, so cool. I don't know if it's an insult to tip, but it's just kind of weird. It might be. I don't know the... I don't know, like, the reason why or anything. No one's gonna give you weird looks in Europe if you don't tip? Oh, okay. Probably just a Canadian thing. I mean, I say that, but, you know, Canadians are shy, let's say. Because I know that, like, whenever I go to America, like, random people will just start conversations with you. In Canada, everyone kind of just sticks to themselves and generally is very polite. Generally. But I don't know. In my experience, like, growing up in the ghetto and everything like that, like, I think I'm a pretty jaded person when it comes to interacting with others. Which is probably why I'm, like, so critical and so mean. Okay, good. I don't know. Oh, that video finally finished. Okay. Yeah, you guys run ahead, okay? I gotta upload this because it's gonna take, like, a long freaking time. Sorry, just give me a second here, guys. That was this video. God, I hate the delves. God, I hate the delves. Why am I wasting my time with this? Why? What? Weird. Okay. I will adjust all of the crap on this video afterwards. Hey, Mystery. I mean, I don't know if you were late per se. We're an hour in. But most of all, it's just I gotta keep grinding this stupid memento. There we go. Okay, hopefully that doesn't affect my internet. I'm paying out the butt for it, so it should be fine. Pull me to the end, guys. Are you gonna grind until you get it? Yesn't. Honestly, dude, like I can't say yes because it depends if the game gives it to me. Like, it's as simple as that, because Trove being one of the worst designed games of all time, this memento is literally RNG. There's no karma bar, there's nothing. Like, I could grind this for 20 hours and I could not get it just because it's luck based. I already grinded like 3 hours yesterday and I didn't get a single one. And now we're at another hour and I didn't get anything. Later, Frog. Favorite movie? Off the top of my head, I'm gonna say Heat. I think that's one of the best movies of all time. Pretty old, but it was when Al Pacino and Robert De Niro were at the like top of their career, and then they were both in the same movie, and it's just a bank robbing movie, and it's so good. It's got a great soundtrack as well. What's that other one? What is it? Donnie Brasco. That's another one that I really, really like. That's like, my brother and I watched that movie so many times. Got Johnny Depp and he's an undercover cop. Al Pacino's in it. Pretty much anything with Al Pacino back in the day when he used to, you know, not be as bombastic and loud. I ended up watching, like, maybe a year or two ago. I'd never seen Scarface, but I watched it and it was like, it's a good movie. It's not my favorite, but it was just kind of surprising because, like, his acting was very different back then. Like, he was almost more quiet. I don't know. I like old movies. Aliens. 1 is okay. Alien 2 is pretty good. But a lot of it's got to do with old movie stuff. I remember I really liked Beowulf when it came out. I think I was like the only one who did. I don't like it as much anymore. It did not age well. Not just because of the effects, but just because the story is kind of like, eh. It's always funny how you bash the game's design, but it's still your favorite game. I can relate. Yes. Because it's coming out of a place of love, man. Like, I love this game genuinely, but I'm not going to defend it and say that there aren't decisions that are absolutely stupid that I completely disagree with. The big thing for me is time wasters, you know? Time wasters that don't need to be time wasters. Like, I still think that right now, like, a quick, easy solution to this problem that I'm having right now is I should be earning fragments that eventually guarantee me the item. Whether it be something that takes like 5 hours, whatever, at the very least, then I feel like I'm working towards something. But right now, it's just so uninspiring to grind for hours on end and not even have a glimpse of the results, you know? The thing that still pisses me off is I could have been done with all of this because I had the memento in my hands. I just consumed it, not realizing I needed it for crafting. That was weeks ago, but still, I haven't gotten it since, which is stupid. Favorite Marvel movie? Spider-Man? I don't know. The Marvel movies are kind of, like, I don't know. I feel like Avengers and everything leading up to, like, Thanos was good and everything, but I can't really re-watch those movies very much. Guardians of the Galaxy I'll watch a couple times, though. Most of all, the third one is really, really good. and the Spider-Man movies just in general, but I'm not really a fan of new Marvel, like this next phase. It's just Disney being Disney. Whoops, what was that? Was that the memento I needed? Probably not. Of course not. But I can consume it. Oh no, I can't. Oh, good. Wow. Took over an hour to get my first memento. Oh, Venom. Yeah, Venom was okay. I rewatched it and it's... I don't know. It's a really good movie the first time, maybe even the second time you watch it. But as I watched it like again, and even the Carnage one, like it's kind of just generic safe movie. I really like the actor though. Most of all, I felt super disappointed that they had him, like, it was cool and then Disney ruined it. Because they had him go into the Disney Marvel universe and then he got teleported out and then they just left like a piece of Venom so that Venom can now show up in the next Spider-Man movie, but it's not going to be Tom Hardy, in which case, why did you even bother doing it then? Like, that was so disappointing and just kind of made it all feel pointless. Like a big slap in the face. Oh yeah, the Iron Man movies are pretty good. Yeah, those are pretty good like movies, but that's just Robert Downey Jr. being Robert Downey Jr. It's off topic, but in FIFA, they cap your pace every week on a session pass. I don't know anything about FIFA, so... Oh, saying that you need to grind every day or week to get max rewards instead of a heavy grind if you want that. Okay, yeah, good. Kind of a weird example, but nice. Once Disney bought Marvel, it went downhill. No, dude, Disney is what made Marvel great. It's just now they're being safe and taking it slow. I don't know what happened, but I feel like it all just led up to the Thanos thing, and then they were like, okay, how can we make more money off of this? And now it's just, oh, like now it sucks. DC has always been bad. Like there's a few movies, like the Batman movies are usually pretty good and everything, but I hate how they've been treating DC. They ended up getting Jason Gunn, is that his name? The Guardians of the Galaxy guy. They actually hired him to be the main guy spearheading the DC movies from now on. So they might actually get like really good. Pretty excited about that. Because I feel like DC kind of like, they play it even more safe, where they, it's almost like they don't even expect the movies to, you know, succeed. And so, like, what was it, the Snyder Cut or whatever? Like, I watched the Snyder Cut. It's bloated, but it's really good as far as a DC fan movie is concerned. And it was just kind of like, damn, dude, why can't they have just stuck with this? That would have actually been good. Because, in my opinion, DC is stronger because the characters are less fantastical. They're more real and grounded, even though they're all like superheroes and stuff like that. And that's what I always really liked about DC. But unfortunately, in terms of movies, they're just generic superhero movies and they're copying the Marvel formula because they're not confident enough and they want to just make money. And it sucks. Yeah, exactly. They make it watchable for kids, which was like, kind of defeats the whole purpose of the DC movies. That's what was so annoying about it all. Because DC is supposed to be like dark, dude. Like, people die. I know, Mystery. I know, at the end of the Venom Carnage movie. Exactly, dude. That made me so hyped and sold me on the entire movie. Because it was kind of generic, you know, anti-hero movie. But then that ending was just like, oh my god, this is worth it. And then, nope. There's not many movies that stand out nowadays. I'll say that much. Although I will admit, like, I liked the Mario movie, but that's also because I'm a Nintendo fan, so I'm a freak. The Guardians movie was good. The only reason I haven't really made any movie reviews of any other movies is because I probably have watched them. I just didn't care. Like, I've heard some people asking me, like, what do you think about The Flash? And it's like, I have nothing to say. Like, it's a movie. It exists. I don't know why. Because it wasn't for DC fans. And as far as a movie is concerned, I don't think it did anything. And the fact that they got, you know, they wrote out, what's his name, as Superman there, who was Witcher. God, I always forget his name. Henry Cavill, I think. Who I think was best played, he was the best portrayment of Superman. Same with him being Geralt, but, I mean, Witcher's not Witcher anymore, because Netflix just pulled a Netflix, haha. Made it boring. Free Guy? Oh god. That, I hated that movie. It was so bad, dude. It just had a bunch of cameos for no reason, but it was like, it was not like... I'm sorry if that's your favorite movie, but it was just generic, super safe visual effects movie, you know? Is there anything left in the game that is a challenge for your characters, or do you just steamroll everything? Yeah, pretty much we just steamroll everything. The problem right now is we need to get these stupid items. I know, dude, Tom Hardy in like the thing is, I don't think they could have, like, I understand why Disney didn't get Tom Hardy as the actor for Venom in like the Marvel verse, in Disney's Marvel verse, because he's too good. He also has some soul, so that's probably why they didn't want him. The thing that Disney like has just been messing up so hard lately is after they killed like, I think the biggest thing is after they killed off Iron Man, like, there's no character that we cling to anymore. It's all just kind of actors, and a lot of them are no-name actors as well, which haven't really earned the right to be such a huge superhero character. Because Iron Man kind of carried it all. Oh, Henry Cavill is in the 40K? Did they actually get him there? Or oh, you're just saying he's a 40K fan. Damn it. I wondered whether or not, because I think they were talking about hiring him, and I genuinely got super pumped. If that's been confirmed, hell yeah. I want a good Warhammer movie, dude. Like, that universe is so freaking cool and interesting and just, like, evil. I love it. Their games are kind of meh. The few movies they have are kind of meh. But when they hit so hard. Oh my god. Can we please just get the memento so I can be done, please? Have you watched the new Bird Box movie? I don't know what that is. Bird Box. Sandra Bullock. That's not new. 2018. What the hell is Bird Box? Got low ratings. Wait a minute. So I just see Sandra Bullock with a blindfold. Is that stupid? It's probably not that movie. Is that stupid movie where everybody went blind? I don't know. maybe I'm thinking, like, is this a sequel or something? I really don't know. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, Lindsay, I totally feel that. Like, I can totally understand why people wouldn't be behind the Marvel movies. Like, let's be real, they were guy nerd movies. I don't really know, like, I don't know. I'm not saying like girls can't be into it or anything, but it's like you gotta be like a comic nerd to even be into it in the first place. Not that I'm like a comic nerd, but I'm a guy, so it was just my demographic. And I enjoyed them. I don't enjoy them anymore. Same with Star Wars, man. Oh my god. That's something that I'll say with 100% certainty. As soon as Disney bought it, it was bad. Because I actually, I watched, like, Clone Wars and stuff like that, finally, and oh my god, it was actually, like, so good. Everyone kept yelling at me about how good it was, and I was just like, it's an animated show. How's it gonna be good? And then it was like, whoa. Characters actually dying left and right. It actually had, like, a good dark tone, consistency with the characters in universe, because that's what happens when George Lucas, the creator of it, is at the helm. And now since Disney took control, they're just kind of doing things to be cool rather than like actually realizing you guys are taking like a galaxy and shaping it, and it's kind of weird. Not to nerd it up, but I'm a nerd, but never a comic nerd. Didn't grow up reading comics. I didn't either, but I don't know. I like the Spider-Man movies and stuff. I guess I can't really say that nowadays about like, oh, I like the Marvel movies because I'm a guy. Because I know why people don't like them. But at the same time, I think a lot of people kind of hate on them for the same reason, you know, that a lot of people do. It's just because they're too popular. And people are just like, what? Why? You know, it sets a high standard. But again, like, I think all of the ones up to the Avengers Endgame was good. And then what was the Avengers like ending part 1? That was great. That was the pinnacle where Thanos, like the bad guy, actually won. That was interesting and surprising. And then whatever the second one was called, maybe that was Endgame. That one sucked. That was when Marvel started going downhill because they just literally gaslit like the whole story where they're like, time travel. Okay. Stupid. Like, ugh. And then I like how they're like, it's not like Back to the Future. And it's like, yeah, it's exactly like it. Like, what are you talking about? The way that you guys wrote it, it is. It didn't feel like multiverse stuff. I thought the multiverse stuff was gonna be cool too, but Oh, okay, Endgame was the bad one then. Infinity War was the good one. Yeah. I actually didn't like Infinity War at first, and then it took a while to realize that it was like, no, dude, that was actually awesome. An actual huge blockbuster movie that broke expectations. It was like, whoa. Interesting. And now it's just, haha, safe. Oh, the new live-action Disney movies, you mean? Because, yeah, those are, not good, lol. Too much CG. Please just give me it. Like, please. Dude, we're not even gonna get it today. I don't even think I'm gonna get it this weekend. Like, this is so bad. I don't want to keep doing this. Oh, I need more portals. Deadpool was surprisingly good, but that's just because they let Ryan Reynolds be Ryan Reynolds. I'm surprised they even like let those movies exist. Oh my god. Hey, Safe. I know. Let me trade the mementos, please. If you got 2 already, like, that's actually hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna place the portal down, but I gotta use the washroom real quick and get a little more medicine, guys. Have fun talking to Chair. Give me that. I still gotta make a face to put on the chair. Snack time. Oh my god, we have snacks, guys. Ah. Heck yeah, dude. I forgot that we actually went and bought some more protein bars. Whoa. Don't fall. Stupid. You guys can complete the dungeon for me. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty funny idea, Mystery. I might do that. And a YouTube short saying, but did you know? Just so it's a loop. That's funny. It's funny to make fun of those creators. Like, I don't know about you guys. I've barely found any shorts that like are actually interesting. Like, it's just shovelware. The one I keep getting recommended is just like, oh, there's this unknown fact about the GameCube that's blowing people away. And then it's like, I watch it and it's like, why does this have 4 million views? I don't get it, man. The algorithm confuses me and people confuse me too. Like, why? I never understood why people are like so obsessed with like useless facts, you know? I mean, on one hand, I can't really argue because obviously, you know, I'm doing like guides on video games and stuff like that, but that's still like a very niche thing. Whereas, I don't know, I find like so many things on YouTube, it's like, it's just like, why do people care about this? But as we've already seen with my channel, clearly I don't know anything about the algorithm or what people want. I just kind of do my own thing and hope. Or like in recent weeks, scientists have found X at the bottom of an ocean. But did you know? Ah, yes, garbage like that. That's what I mean in terms of like shovelware. Because so much science in the world is non-science or nonsense, dude. Like, it's just such useless facts. Did you know this planet is 150 light years away? And I'm just sitting here like, you don't know that. You just looked at it through a telescope. Anyway, I guess no one else wants to do this stupid delve anymore. I don't blame you. And even then, it's like, what does it matter? The distance of like X planet to X planet. Like, it's just like, that's the whole thing. Is it's like there's a time and a place for science, and all of that stuff just feels like such a waste to me. Like, this is what these people are getting paid my tax money for, so they can find out irrelevant things about like space, which we are not openly exploring and have no interest in. I don't know, man. And then even like stuff at the bottom of the ocean and junk, it's like, that I think is actually like kind of interesting, because let's be real, like there are basically aliens already like on this planet in the deep darks of like hell is real, and it's the bottom of the ocean. There are actual demons down there. But a lot of times you'll see like, oh, scientists prove this, or there's this down there, and then it's like just some fake like drawn picture or something, because they basically are just using like a radar or something, because we can't go to that depth, you know? There's nothing that we have that can do that yet. How about these YouTube channels start solving the mystery of what it's like to get into a relationship and not cheat on them? I guess it's too tough for them. Did you know? Raid Shadow Legends. That's pretty good. I've been contacted by them a couple times, but it always falls, like, they never follow through. It's very annoying. It's like, I'll take money. I like money. And then, nope. Should I save a specific depth step or loot them? Yes and no. Like, if you have a certain depth that you regularly grind, like up to a certain difficulty, then I would say keep those and get rid of the rest. But if you don't care, then you can just get rid of all of them. Because it really doesn't matter that much. Oh lord, my throat is getting so tight today. Maybe because oh, you know what? I bet you I know why I feel sick. Because the freaking, it's been getting colder and we leave the window open at night. That's probably why. Hey, McBobby. What up? Oh, my body. You're so weak. Give me the momentum. For the love of Pete. It's not gonna give it to me, man. It's not gonna give it to me. Because this game is stupid. Like, it just... Oh, look! Oh, look, guys! That's my 6th time getting the wrong one. I hate this game. I don't need this one. I've gotten this so many times. I need this one. What are you doing? Trying to get the stupid memento, the other one, so that I can craft that last mount and then be done with it, man. It's just right now, like, it's the most efficient. Like, we got really, really lucky where the first delve portal in the easy challenge is Catastra, so it's super duper efficient to just grind it over and over again. But I can't get this one. Like, it's so dumb. Just doesn't want to give it to me. You said the same thing in your Gonda videos, where you might get it, and then it gives it to you. Yes, except you forget that that was over the span of 80 million flux. Yeah, I'm trying to trick the RNG into thinking that I don't want the item, so that it actually gives it to me. Is Space Engineers that, like, Among Us game, Scythe? Because I had it installed at one point. I don't think I ever played it, though. It seemed interesting. But I couldn't convince any of my homies to try it. If that's the game that I think it is. It might be something else. Astroneer is a really good game. I remember playing that back in the day. Why am I trying to get them out? Just because it's the last thing that I need out of here. Then I can make a video about it, and on top of that, why does this boss keep breaking? And on top of that, then I never have to come here ever again. Which is exactly why it's not giving it to me. Oh, Flame's back. Also, yeah, sorry, Flame. I did see you. Hello from Canada, my Brazilian brother. Space Engineers. What the hell? What is this game? Is this new? No, it's not new. Oh, right. This is like one of those, it's like Rust, but in space, right? Yeah. Honestly, Starfield's already scratching that itch, and I'll be real, my dude, I'm not a big fan of, like, space as a theme. Not unless it's, like, actually cool. Like, I really hate, like, generic astronaut outfit, you know? If it's something more like sci-fi, then I can get behind it. The thing, like, with Starfield, too. Like, I love how they didn't even bother making any alien races or something. It's like, oh, it's just all humans. Every alien is an enemy. Like, such lazy devs, man. Oh, I know No Man's Sky. I played plenty of No Man's Sky. Hot take. I enjoyed No Man's Sky at its launch. I thought it was pretty fun, albeit lacking content. No Man's Sky since then has moved in the direction of being like a game focused on like crafting and base building, which I'm not the biggest fan of that genre. For me, Starfield is what I wanted from No Man's Sky, which is just RPG stuff. You know, grinding levels, grinding quests, exploring the galaxy. I wish that Starfield's game loop was in No Man's Sky, because it would immediately be a better game. Because the exploration in No Man's Sky is way better. But I don't like scanning 500 things and, you know, like gathering materials 500,000 times to build a base. Like, that's not gameplay to me. That's busy work. But if you like that kind of stuff, you know, like Factorio and whatever the heck else. I mean, obviously it's not about automation. It's just about like exploring and grinding out ships and other parts and stuff like that. I should give it a chance. But every time I get to the base building part of No Man's Sky, I just opt out because it's like, I'm not interested. It is still a really good game that I can easily recommend though. You played Stray, right? Yes, one of the worst games in existence. God, I hate Stray. Most of all, so Stray wasn't necessarily a bad game, but it was extremely overhyped for not doing anything unique. And it wasn't what I wanted. Like, I feel like that game could have actually been a work of art, but then they just made it like super generic and stupid. And I hated it. And the biggest thing for me is it was a $40 game that was 4 hours long, and all you did was just walk and climb on things. Like, oh wow, I didn't know all you needed to do to make a game, like, compete for Game of the Year was put a cat as the main character. Because I thought, you know, I thought Game of the Year had to actually, like, earn it with, like, passion. And something other than graphics. But... yes, I know that's Subnautica's gameplay. That's why I don't like Subnautica. I really want to play Subnautica. But as soon as it gets to all the base building and managing your stupid, like, submarine and stuff like that, I opt out. It's like, I'm not interested. I'm interested in me exploring, not my ship and resource gathering. Which is why, you know, games like Zelda are some of my favorite games, because it cuts out all of that busy work. And even the resource gathering is actually a lot of fun, because you'll gather resources so that you can make yourself stronger, so that you can explore more. I have my playthrough of Stray. The thing, again, like, you're just walking in a straight line. It's a super chill game. Like, the thing is, I could recommend Stray if it was like 15, 20 bucks, but it's $40. And it's only 4 hours long. There's no replay value, and it has one of the worst stories I've ever seen. Like, you're a cat that gets separated from your tribe of other cats, and then that seems like a really palpable story that they could have expanded upon. But then 2 seconds later, you get a little robot that literally translates everything for you, so you're just talking to people and stuff, and it's like, why am I a cat? Wait, why is it only robots? Is everyone dead? Oh, they never expand upon that? It's everything that I hate in, like, indie game devs. And the biggest thing was that it was so successful. Like, so successful. So hopefully we'll get a good sequel out of it. Because they already confirmed that. But I don't know. If you want better artsy games, get anything from the Journey devs. Like Abzu and whatever else. Fez is actually a fantastic game that I can recommend. I don't think it's for everybody though, because the puzzles in that game are ridiculously hard. But God, I like that game. Braid was also really good as well, although it did hurt my head a lot. That was around the Xbox era, when Xbox was peak. Yeah, Journey, anything that those devs put out, like Flower and Flow and everything like that, they're all just, I'll buy any of their games. If you guys didn't know, they have their new one. It's called like Surfing Sword or something like that. I forget what it's called, but their new one's coming out and it just looks beautiful. I can't wait to play it. Those are games that are usually $40 for 4 hours of content, but it just hits you in such like an impactful, emotional way that I'm not sitting there questioning the money. Like, I feel like I've been through an adventure. Unlike Stray. Oh man, Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds is one of those games, I know I would love it, but I have such a hard time getting into it. It's another game that's kind of on my bucket list. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I've seen some videos about it that are just like, whoa. But I can't get into it, you know? Like, it's just such a slow start. And there's a lot of things about the game that I kind of find frustrating, where it's like, oh, you die or whatever, you just repeat the day. And it's almost like a roguelike, where you lose all of your progress. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's on my bucket list. One day. If you want a great RPG game, try the game's Vanillaware dev team. Some of my favorites are Odin Sphere, Grimoire, Muramasa the Demon Blade. Wait, why do I know those names? Let me see the gameplay. Oh, right. Those games. Yeah, those ones are pretty solid. I don't know. I have a difficult time getting into like random little games like that. But yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind. I've heard good things about them, especially the Muramasa game. Oh my god. How long are we doing this today? Are we doing it another 3 hours, wasting my time? Yeah, hey Rip. What up? What the heck is the other game that I was thinking of? There's a couple like indie games that are on my radar. Gloomwood is insane. I love that game. And it actually added like a, they finally added like the market, which is a pretty substantial like upgrade to the game. It's basically, the way I could summarize the game is it's like old school Thief. So it's about like sneaking and trying to not fight. Back when stealth games actually were good. God, I can't wait for the Splinter Cell remake. I hope they finally just announce it next year. Like, they announced that they were working on it, and then we haven't heard anything since. And it's just, it's so frustrating. Because, God, I love Splinter Cell. It's a shame that Ubisoft just wanted dollar signs, and so they were just like, no, let's abandon this. It's not selling enough. Killer Frequency. Why do I know that name? Let me look it up. That's like that weird art game, right? I do not know what this game is.
Rated T for teen.
Shut up.
I can't. Folks,
no, I muted it. Shut up. Their trailers suck. Oh, it's a puzzle game where you're in a big ass maze. Okay, no interest. Sorry. Oh god. See, even Jub's like, no. You will not play that. The thing is, like, as much as I'd love to like play all these random little games and so on and so forth, like, the problem is I just don't have the time, dude. Because I'm sitting here wasting 3 hours of my time trying to grind, or more than 3 hours, trying to grind this dumb momentum in this one game. And then on top of all the Era games I'm already running, you know? Hey, nerds. Hey, Mario. Play as a radio show host and solve mysteries and help people not get killed. What was that one game? Shadows of a Doubt. If you're interested in that radio game, I think you'd enjoy that one. That game actually looked so dope, but I couldn't pull the trigger on buying it. It basically is a random generated detective game where you're in like this beautiful stylized voxel city. And the point is, again, you're trying to like solve mysteries and stuff, but because it's all random generated, of course, it doesn't always work out. And it's a bit pricey. Did you play Jet Set Radio? Oh my god, yes. I know there was that more recent game that was like a fan tribute to Jet Set that came out and popped off pretty hard. I forget what it was called, something Bomb. But nothing's gonna top Jet Set. The OG was the best. I love the music, dude. That was such a weird time for video games and such a weird game. My favorite song was that, I can't sing too much of it because I don't want to get copy struck, but there was the understand the concept of love. And that was just such a good song. Like, so many of the songs were bangers, but that one stood out to me. Ah! What are you trying to get? We're trying to get the last, like, I need a memento as a rare drop. Which is stupid because everyone's getting this memento except for me. I have to just get it random and luckily. And then I can craft the final mount out of the delves here. And then I can finally be done with this garbage. Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. Yeah, that's it. I knew it had bomb in the title. I've heard good things about it, but for me, it's like I don't have enough of a desire to go back to Jet Set. Like, that was just a random, really good game. It wasn't like I was a super fan or anything. Whoops. Time to craft more portals, you guys. Whoa. Hey, E6. There was another one, I think I forget whether I played it on the channel. There was another game that was very similar to Jet Set. That was a couple years ago, and it was another fan tribute that didn't get any attention, but it was really, really good. I'm sorry, I forget the name of it. A Google search would work, but let me see. Game similar to Jet Set Radio, Splatoon. No. Just no. Well, here's a list someone's got. Hover, maybe? No, I don't remember. Oh, Sunset Overdrive. Oh, that was... I wish we would get a sequel to Sunset Overdrive, dude. That game was so good. I don't know why they abandoned it. I guess because it didn't sell well, but oh, that was such a good game. That could have easily became one of my favorite franchises. Ah! I wasn't even touching my mouse. Weird. Claddon Returns. This in Sengoku is pretty cool, mostly for the character customization. Nice. Yeah, there was, what was that? There was a more recent, like, survival game in the Sengoku period that came out. I think it might be called Sengoku something. I forget. But, me being obsessed with Japan games, I was gonna get it, and then I just saw, like, all the negative reviews and was just like, oh. It is Japanese only in theme, not in gameplay or style. What horror games that actually scared you? What was that one that I played? The last main horror game that I played on the channel. PT was pretty good, I guess, in terms of the build-up. It didn't really, like, scare me. But what the hell was it? Mortuary Assistant. That's it. In my opinion, that's the scariest game, like, ever made in terms of a single-player adventure. And then Phasmophobia was scary and good. And then the devs made it worse and worse and worse, which every update, adding like 50,000 ghosts to the game instead of refining each of the ghosts. And now Phasmo sucks. No matter how many times they put out updates, I can never get back into it because I just start playing it and it's like, oh cool, it's just the same game. But now there's 500 more options to fail on the ghost. And all the same scares. Oh, they haven't added anything interesting to the game. Wow. Did you play Baldur's Gate 3? Okay, so I guess you weren't here for the earlier portion of the stream, Lindsay, but basically the story goes, I did do a one-off stream of Baldur's Gate where I played it for an hour to try and give it a chance, because obviously it's really, really overhyped and I wanted to see for myself. I did not like it. I felt that it was really boring, and immediately I felt like the character I was playing, you know, everyone keeps saying it's such a good roleplay game. I'm playing as me in this video game. I felt immediately like I was playing the character the developers gave to me. And yeah. Then somebody the other night told me how, oh no, dude, you can actually like kill off any of the main characters, and you know, the game really opens up after the tutorial area. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it another shot. And I played it for about like 3 hours last night, playing it multiplayer so that I could actually stand it and not uninstall it. And it's phenomenal. It's not my genre. I hate the combat. I hate the inventory management. Targeting things it feels like a game made in the 2000s. Everything about that game I hate, but the open-endedness, the adventure side of it, where random things just constantly happen based on like dice rolls and everything like that, is so interesting and cool. Like, that's where it absolutely shines, even to the point where I'll play it even though I have to suffer through the dated combat. Give me the same game but with Dragon's Dogma gameplay or even Skyrim gameplay, and that would be my favorite game. Because the adventure is like actually insane. And, you know, again, now that I've played more of it and I understand, okay, I can see why people would make this game Game of the Year. Like, I could see why it would win. It's still not for me, just because the genre that it is, I really don't like it. And I still feel that there are definitely a lot of problems with the game that people don't want to acknowledge. Like the crappy UI and everything. And the fact that it's supposed to be a role-playing game, and yet I'm controlling like 50,000 different characters, when it's like, why do you have my character not narrate or talk? It just, anyways. There's definitely a lot of things I don't like about the game that I think people aren't recognizing, but I could still easily see that game getting Game of the Year, and I would be okay with it now. Just because it's like, yeah, it's not for me, but I get it. I'll have to redo a little bit of my script for my Game of the Year video that I've been working on for months. I kind of just keep chipping away at it. But anyways, thank you, Destin. I appreciate it, gamer. My friend just DM'd me saying she lost in the Splatoon 3 match. Help me. Go join them. What do you mean? I don't have Splatoon 3 because I don't want to pay $80 for Splatoon 1 with more guns. I like Splatoon, but I really didn't understand why it was so hyped. And I got pissed off that Splatoon got 3 entries in the franchise before Metroid Prime did. They made tier upgrades for equipment and Phasmo. Personally liked having the old stuff more. Yeah, I know. I've kept up with all the updates with Phasmo, but for me, what happened with Phasmo for me is the game at its earliest was probably the funnest I've ever had. And they could have moved the game in one of 2 different directions. They could have refined the existing content, which would have definitely been a lot harder, you know, adding more situational scares, giving the ghost a little bit more identity, making it so that each of the tools that they had just has more functionality and so on and so forth. But instead they opted in for the generic indie, way easier to develop, just add more, lol. Let's copy and paste a ghost and just add like a couple different variations of its behavior that you only really affect by adding it into the journal rather than something that's changed in gameplay. That's what I didn't like about Phasmo right now. And every single update, me and my friends always joke about how like, oh, look, a new update coming. Is it adding a new ghost? Yeah, of course it is. Like, the amount of evidence and solutions are stretched so thin that it's just so uninspired now. Like, it's just become generic indie game slop. I would pay money to get the early version of Phasmo playable and to use it with the mod that allowed you to have more than 4 people because that was peak, in my opinion. I think it's cool that they're adding all the new tools and stuff like that, but they also keep adding graphics to the game without optimizing the game, and it's just like the game is so unintuitive now. It already was day one, but that was kind of the appeal of it, was that you were learning how to be a ghost hunter. Now it's like, I don't even know why new people play Phasmo. It's so unapproachable. Hey, Goofy. Leveling up in the game is also so much more time consuming now. It's just not as fun. I agree, there's too many ghosts. They behave all the same and it's super hard to tell what they are anymore. Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like they should have kept the game small and just refined what was already there, because the formula was great, but no, they just keep doing more. Ha 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 ha. Aren't they doing Dragon's Dogma 2? Yes, they are. I think we're supposed to have another Capcom showcase sometime this year, which will hopefully give us a release date for Dogma 2. I'm getting that game. I wish it had multiplayer though. I understand why it doesn't, but goddamn, it would have hit so hard if it had multiplayer. It kind of looks like it's just the same game, but more about the environmental destruction now, which I can get behind. Dragon's Dogma is still one of the best RPGs ever, even though it was pretty underwhelming, or not underwhelming, not very popular. I mean, yeah, Croc, sure, go for it. I'll try and remember to add you back. Honestly, I don't hop on my Switch much until, like, I'm probably not going to be on it until we either get the new Mario Kart 8 maps or, you know, Mario Wonder next month, Mario RPG. Mario Wonder actually has multiplayer though, so that might actually be pretty cool. I wonder how many people you can invite into a room, because I want to invite you guys, even if you're just ghosts in the background. I just think that would be so cool for us to all, like, play the game at the same time together. Like, that was so out of left field what they're adding to that game, dude, and I love it. I do not know how much more I want to do this, guys. No, it's more than 4, Lindsay. Like, basically, Mario Wonder is so weird because there's 4-player co-op, but you can see ghosts of, like, other players in the map, and you can actually give them items and resurrect them too. And they mentioned how you can actually have, like, private rooms where you can invite, like, a whole bunch of people, and then again, anything over the capacity of 4 is just going to be a ghost, so you'll see them in the background and stuff and kind of play alongside them. It's almost like it's an MMO. Like, it's pretty crazy. But I don't know how far it goes in terms of, like, probably you'll be able to invite, like, maybe 10 people into a room or something. I don't know. And even then, I don't know fully, like, how much all the interaction is going to work and stuff. But either way, like, it's really cool. The one thing that I feel a lot of games, not just Mario Wonder, but a lot of games really suffer from replay value or lack thereof. I really hope they give, like, a reason to replay levels in Mario beyond just, oh, get the special coin. The end. Because I would play those games a lot more if there was something that I was either like working towards, or if there was just a reason to, like, keep playing. Because otherwise, like, so many of these games are just one and dones, you know? Even open world games, that's one of the worst things about them, is there's very rarely a reason to revisit, like, a dungeon or an area, because nothing changes. You know? Like, at least with Zelda, the enemies upscale, and that's kind of enough reason to revisit certain areas, to fight certain enemies, get certain weapons and stuff. But even then, I kind of feel like it could be a bit better. So, I don't know. What do you think of the new voice actor for Mario Wonder? I didn't even notice. I'm not really playing Mario games for Mario's voice, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna... We'll see what happens with the internet and wonder. You're right, because it might just be terrible. I find it so funny because it's like Mario Kart Deluxe, the internet is like so good. Just hire those people to make the internet for all the other Nintendo games, please. Because otherwise you get games like Mario Maker 2 where it's unplayable online. It works now. It does work now. But God, it was awful day one. Same with Mario 3D World, which is actually a really good game. I didn't like it on the Wii U, actually. Not very much anyways. But when it was on the Switch and it's faster and it's quicker and everything, it's just, it's really good. I hope we have like the next mainline 3D Mario announced soon, but let's be real, they're probably waiting for their next console. What do you think of Ice Age? Yeah, Ice Age is strong. I don't know what you're asking in terms of what I think about Ice Age, but it's a powerful class, especially for Delves. That's where it shines. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. That's what I think as well, Lindsay. I find it strange that like they had Charles be Mario this consistently, like just in general. Good for him, good for Nintendo. But yeah, like they've got so many sound bites for Mario, like I wouldn't have even noticed if they just reused clips, because these aren't like dialogue games, you know? And again, it's like somebody could easily just imitate Mario's voice. It's not super unique. I mean, it is iconic, but I'm fine with people making, like, I'm fine that they swapped, you know? It doesn't really affect the games because that's what I'm playing them for. I wasn't playing them for Charles, you know? But I do feel like it kind of all wrapped up very nicely, you know, with him being in the Mario movie and everything. And it's just, I don't know, it kind of feels like there is a new era of Nintendo that's slowly coming up as everybody's getting older and so on, you know, for better or worse. I just hope that whatever next generation takes over for Nintendo actually like continues the legacy and does it good. Thankfully, it being a Japanese company means that they'll probably treat it with a proper level of respect. I completed Mario 3D World on the Wii U with my girlfriend, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't think it was slow or anything. It's not that it was slow, it's just on the Switch they like made it like you run 2 times faster, and it was just a lot funner. But I had a series of Mario 3D World with my brother on the Wii U. I loved the Wii U as a console, but I think the main reason why I was so hesitant to really enjoy 3D World is because everyone was saying, this is the Mario 64 killer. And it was like, no, it's not. It's very different. It's not a mainline 3D Mario game. It's just a good 3D Mario platformer game. But I don't know. I couldn't really see it for what it was on the Wii U. And then when I replayed it on the Switch, it was like, damn, dude, this is a good game. Oh, don't get me started on the Mario RPG. Don't even get me started. I'll cry again. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. That's the only game in recent years I am literally counting down the days. And when that game comes out too, like I'm gonna try and I'm probably just gonna like treat it as a more organic Let's Play where I do 20 to 30 minute episodes, because I am in no rush to beat that game. I just want to enjoy it. I wonder if they'll add like some sort of New Game Plus or something. Again, like referring to, give me something for replay value, please. I want an excuse to just play these games over and over again, but I have a really hard time once I've beaten them to keep going, you know? Oh my dear lord. I still haven't gotten that. This is so bad. Oh yeah, Mario 64 is always going to be like the 3D Mario game. That's how you make, like, I think it's crazy that Mario 64 and even Ocarina of Time are some of the best in the entire franchise of those games, and they were the first 3D ones. Like, holy crap, talk about coming out of the gate like on fire. But I could say like Mario Odyssey is probably the best 3D Mario game we've currently got. Excited to see what they do for the next one. Like, say what you will about Nintendo, they never redo the same gimmick. Which is why, like, Nintendo games are rare in that they're not just sequels to one another. You know, it's not like, oh, you play Mario 3D World, you don't need to play Odyssey. Or you play Odyssey, you don't need to play Mario 64. It's like, no, these are all unique experiences. It's not like Assassin's Creed where they're all the same, you know? Or Starfield, where it's just another Bethesda game. I like Bethesda games, but it's not next gen or anything like everyone's acting like it is. Sunshine was a great game. It really was. It was so weird. I liked it a lot. I also really liked the cutscenes. Like, lots of people hated on it, but I really liked the fact that they actually had a story and voice acting for like Bowser and all the characters. I actually thought like, oh man, Nintendo's finally doing it. They're finally adding a story to their games. And then nope. They went back. Actually, I guess, you know what? That's a tough one. What's better, Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey? Mario Galaxy, I think, actually. That one just stands out as one of the absolute best video games. Never mind a Mario game. Please, just give me the memento. I want to stop. Yeah, exactly. That's what I love about Mario RPG. And just Nintendo's RPGs in general is they're very approachable, you know? Especially for a JRPG. Like, I used to be into JRPGs quite a bit, but more so I would watch my brother. Like, I watched him play Chrono Trigger. I played it myself, same with Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that. But as soon as it got to like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX and 10 and stuff, that's where I started realizing I just wasn't as into JRPGs. But Mario RPG is one of my favorite games. And in my opinion is the best JRPG. Just because it's funny, it's, you know, very, very intuitive and easy to get into, and the combat doesn't slog on because the music's so good and the combat is very interactive, you know? So I'm so looking forward to it. Oh, the Pokemon games. The Pokemon games don't get worse with each entry. They're just the same with each entry. It's just that the new Pokemon themselves suck. They're just shapes now, like triangles. There's a Pokemon right now that's literally a keychain. Like, good lord. That said, Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion, is probably the best Pokemon games in existence because it's their only like new games. I mean, it's just following Arceus, but actually has multiplayer, so. You know somebody like me who doesn't like JRPGs. If I say Pokemon is good, like the Scarlet Violet, you know it's good. It didn't have enough of the old school Pokemon though. Like, where's Abracadabra, Alakazam and stuff? And they have an event going on with Mewtwo right now, but he's in like a raid, so it's like there's no way in hell I can get him. Which sucks, because he's my favorite Pokemon. Is this a 48-hour stream until you get the memento? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm going to be here until I die. I hate this game. Give me the goddamn memento. Like, I'm stuck here doing this, man. I want to get this out of the way. It's just too efficient right now with the easy delve portals. So I got to take advantage of it. But realistically, am I going to actually get it? I don't know. I really don't know. I might not. Yeah, I'm just saying though, Mystery, like the keychain Pokemon, like I'm not saying he's new. I'm just saying like Pokemon is that now. Like, it sucks. They're just so uninventive and dumb. Killer frequency is on Switch. Oh, good job. Grab it. Oh, I know how glitchy the Pokemon games are. Scarlet and Violet are they're resolved though. I know that they had their horrible launch. I got those games long after all of that fiasco, and they fixed them. Like, they're good games now. They function. I never had any glitches or anything. Yeah, see, Arceus. So Arceus has that gather everything in the Pokedex, and Scarlet and Violet kind of builds upon that. It's basically the same game. You actually get like some pretty dang good rewards for maxing out the Pokedex in Scarlet Violet, but I just can't be bothered. I spent like 3 or 4 hours grinding a shiny Gyarados and I was done. Actually, it probably took a lot longer than that, but still. Some of the new Pokemon are cool, but I don't like any of the new legendaries. They're pretty lame. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll probably get to like the 3-hour mark, and then if I don't get it, I'll just call it again. Because that's 6 hours of just doing this non-stop over and over. I'm not saying I won't grind it more tomorrow, but ugh. Like, what a slog, man. There's so many other things that I want to, like, do today, you know? Like, I got the next Starfield episode pretty much ready to go, but I need to make a thumbnail for it. Just wondering, what's your opinion on the age-old debate? Is Vanguard better in ranged or melee mode? Is that an age-old debate? Because I'm pretty sure day one we knew that range sucked. I don't know what you mean, man. Oh god, I need another drink of Wawa. Budge. Oh, God. Totodile was pretty cool. For me, it's always the first generation Pokemon that I enjoyed the most, with Mewtwo being my favorite. Yeah, when they reworked, well, if you call it a rework, the Vanguard, his range mode is better than it was, but yeah, it's still not good, unfortunately. That was a couple years ago, though, when they ended up tweaking him. Currently working on a Vanguard montage, as I just got the class free to play this morning. Nice, GG. Let's go. Oh, hey, yeah, I just saw you in the hub area, F-noob. Nice. What up? Help me, guys. Give me that RNG. Come on, give me the goodness so I can finally stop. Oh, Lord. How's your day been? Pain and suffering. Almost 2 hours and a half trying to grind this stupid thing. I mean, 3 hours yesterday again, be doing 3 hours again today. And then probably another 3 hours tomorrow, and I probably just will never get the dumb momentum. Memento. I always say momentum for some reason. But God, I hate it. It's the thing is, like, again, I'm fine with the grind. Just if I was slowly guaranteeing it or something, then sure. But it's exhausting when I'm just at it for this long and keep having you guys, you know, be like, oh, I got it. Oh, I got it again, you know, and it's like, it's so RNG. I hate it. Switch from Neo Ninja to Boomer and been having way more fun with it. Ah, yes. I don't like Neo Ninja's gameplay. It's the fastest, but I don't know. I just don't really find its gameplay to be super fun. I'm not the biggest fan of Boom Boom either, but I will say, goddamn, that class is strong. Best bet to join the club would be either just asking in the club world or asking in the Discord. You don't gotta stay in the Discord or anything. It's just your best option. Otherwise, I could probably invite some of you guys. It's not like this is super interesting, so. How do I get those delves free to play? Just wondering. What do you mean? I'm crafting them right now. Nobody gets them like pay to win. Are you kidding me? You just go to the hub and go to the delve crafting bench. Oh, right. Yeah, you can transfer Pokemon. That's right. I think they're adding that to Scarlet and Violet where you'll be able to transfer Pokemon from other games. So that's going to be like the main way that you'll fill out the Pokedex and get all the Pokemon that aren't actually in the game. But a lot of it is also hid behind the Terra battles as well, which is the raids of the game. Which I do not like because they're extremely difficult. Yeah, Rip Zero. I mean, I got like 3 or 4 more portals to go, so if you stick around, I'll end up crafting more in a bit. Or, oh, are you talking about like showing the pay to win option? Because that's just the NPC right next to the crafting table. He sells the portals for credits, which is still stupid. And I don't understand anyone who would ever do that. Oh, did they add the link trading to Scarlet Violet already? Ah. Not that I have any of those games. Or any other Pokemon games to get the Pokemon I want, but... Yeah, no, nobody pay to wins those portals. Like, I seriously don't understand. I don't understand anyone on this earth who would do that. Okay, it's time, guys. Standing time. Standing desk. Top of my head's gonna get cut off. But so help me, dude. Here we go. I don't know if people actually do mystery. I'm not sure. Maybe some freaks who just have so much credits or so much real life money they don't care. I don't get it. I think it's just mostly a beginner's trap, like a lot of the cash shop stuff in this game. No, I will be crafting them in a bit, because we only got like a couple more of these portals to go, and then I gotta craft some more. Otherwise, I just crafted them. You can just seek back in the stream. Is it the power of standing? That's what's gonna give me the memento. Right, Trove? Devs, just give it to me. Like, just cheat it onto my account. I hate the fact that it's so RNG, man. Like, I can potentially never get this item ever again because Trove's RNG is not, like, calculated or smart. I mean, we're not even getting many mementos today at all. Like, it's so bad. Two more portals left. All this to get more mastery points. Ah, yes. Most of all, like, I just want to have it so that I have everything out of here, and then I never need to touch this area again. But on top of that, I can make a video showing all of the items. You know? Like, at least I benefit from being a content creator, because otherwise, like... Otherwise, no. I think as like a casual player, I wouldn't bother with a lot of this stuff. Yeah, exactly. Trove's RNG is just generating random numbers, no logic behind it. Yep. You gonna stream the Scarlet DLC? Oh, for Pokemon? When does it come out? Otherwise, I wasn't planning on it. I haven't even like ordered it. It's a bit expensive just for like more of the same. Oh, it comes out Wednesday already? Damn, dude. Okay. Well, I'll see where I'm at around then. Maybe, but I don't know. I wasn't planning on it. And I got like plenty of other games that I'm playing right now. I do want to start kind of rushing the main quest in Starfield just to at least have it out of the way so that I can quit the game anytime. I'm still enjoying the game, but I can definitely feel the cracks in the game loop starting to take place. Does loot day affect mementos? No, I don't think so. Mementos don't count as loot. They're like kind of the same as a trophy. No. Wait, what? Do you have a Pokemon playthrough? I'd love to see one. No, I don't. It was a game that I was just playing in my off time. I have a couple like streams and some one-off videos, but I think I also threw it onto my Game of the Year list video for last year. But it was a game I was playing myself, like just off camera, just because it's very grindy and the content like just kind of repeats itself, like even more so than something like this. You know, like at least with a game like Trove. Yes, I'm just repeating myself and doing the same thing over and over again, but I'm at least doing different button inputs. With Pokemon, it's just the same over and over. It depends on the game, though. Like, I don't know. It was one of those games where I didn't expect to get into it, and I wanted to just play it casual rather than trying to specifically focus on making new videos for it, you know? Because otherwise, like Starfield, for example, again, you know, I don't mean to reference it so much because I know it's not a very popular series or anything, but I'm really enjoying the game, but I'm putting quite a bit of length into those episodes. And so it takes like a long time to produce those just because of the render time and upload time and so on. Well, upload time is fine because my internet's god tier, but point being is with Pokemon, it would be like, dude, those videos would have to be hours long to actually get anything done. And I don't know how many times all I did was just stand in an area and, you know, tell my red Gyarados to attack and kill things. And then that was it. I'm not saying no, I'm not saying never. Just right now, I'm not really thinking about it. I might do, somebody else asked the other day, I might go back to Cyberpunk for a bit when the new update hits. We'll see. I have a very hard time, whoops. I have a very hard time, like, going back to games that I've already finished. Pokemon is just press A simulator. The thing that gets me with the Pokemon is how slow-paced the combat is. Like, God, I wish I could skip it. So here's crafting these portals if you're still here, rip. There you go. It's the same as Baldur's Gate. Like, I wish that there was a mod or something that made the combat faster. Like, give me a fast forward button, man. I don't need to see my enemies walking up to me. Like, bruh. There's an option in most Pokemon games to skip battle animations. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the combat doesn't still take an absurd amount of time. Like, it's just slow. Because it's got the whole, like, blah, 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 you know, like, it plays the whole theme and goes into the combat and does all the same crap. And it's just like, oh. Like, it feels like a mobile game at this point. But at least in a mobile game, I can go to 2 times speed. Like, there's not many turn-based games where I don't get frustrated with the combat. Because especially like all the long, lengthy animations and stuff, it's the same, different genre of game entirely, but it's the same as Rockstar games like GTA and more particularly Red Dead Redemption, where they've got like these super, or more recently, how about Last of Us Part 2, where they got all these really slick animations of your character, like, you know, going around and interacting with cupboards and stuff. And it's like, okay, that's cool the first time you do it. But as soon as I do it the first time, I'm just sitting here like, is there a skip button? Because I'm going to be doing this hundreds of times. And that's a lot of time wasted watching these fancy animations instead of playing the video game. And that's in action games. So when I'm playing a JRPG, oh my god, my patience is stretched thin. Because that's like even more repetitive and you get barely anything out of it because you're supposed to fight hundreds of thousands of enemies. Like, in my opinion, in a lot of ways, the JRPG like formula is like so dated. I don't know why it still exists. In a lot of instances, like, it's like, why doesn't the game just calculate damage properly? Where, okay, I'm strong enough to like kill this creature in this battle. It shouldn't have to take 5 minutes. It should just insta-kill them, you know? Like, maybe make it so that the more you end up fighting a specific enemy, I don't know, then the game realizes like, okay, this is a battle you can easily like kill or something. I don't know. Like, thankfully, Scarlet and Violet had the auto battles, which was great. That's what literally kept me playing that game. Was you could just tell your Pokemon, go kill this, and then the game would calculate based on your level and stats whether your Pokemon would win immediately or not. And that was it. And it was just like, oh my god, why isn't this the main system? And then in the off chance that I would have to get into an actual battle, then it immediately got me frustrated again. But that was great. Like, genuinely. Yeah, Bobby, exactly. I know. That's the only reason I stayed committed to those games. I kind of wish that was in Baldur's Gate to make the game a little bit more approachable. Like, let me just skip the combat. Just give me a dice roll that lets me skip it. Or make it so that I can just press the auto battle button or something and then just go into super fast forward mode. And then maybe the game like pauses if I get in grave danger, or the game calculates like what's going to happen next. and be like, okay, you're gonna lose if you try to do this. Like, it just, to me, like, it just kind of feels like the inputs are like such a waste of time, especially when you spend like 20 minutes in a battle in Baldur's Gate and then you lose and then you just gotta load your file and try again. It's just like, what a waste of time. I know that there's like people like that stuff. I'm most definitely not a JRPG fan, so that stuff just really irks me. That's why, like, in games like Elden Ring and stuff, I actually really like the corpse run mechanic, because it actually makes death feel like it has a purpose and is punishing and specifically set up for the game itself, playing to its strengths. JRPGs could definitely stand to evolve a bit more, like, as a genre. Oh yeah, no, that competitive Pokemon, now that's a whole different category. I barely know enough about like all the different elements and all that stuff to understand it. But when Bobby and me were playing Pokemon for a little bit during a stream, we had a bunch of people come out to it and they were kind of showing us like the sheer depth to the combat, and it's impressive. And I get that people could get behind that. It's not for me, but dang, dude. No, I know that there's like the AI controlled battle in Baldur's, Bobby, which I'm still going to try and get that mod. But the point is, I think it should be a vanilla thing. That's what I'm criticizing. Like, there's a lot of issues that Baldur's Gate just has that feel like it's like the adventure itself and the whole dice roll for everything feels like so ahead of its time in a way, just in terms of the scope of it all. But then there's like the gameplay itself is like so ridiculously dated. It just, yeah. I don't know how I would observe other people fighting, but I'm not, again, Mystery, I'm not into the competitive side of the Pokemon stuff. Most of all, it was when we were doing raids and Terra battles. That's where everyone was like kind of instructing us like, oh, so you use this Pokemon for this weakness. Like, I used to really enjoy competitive Pokemon back in the day when I didn't have 50,000 different elements to worry about. And then the worst is that in Scarlet and Violet, you can crystallize your Pokemon, which changes the element. So that just adds another wrinkle to it that is just so overwhelming to me, because I don't understand the weaknesses to begin with. Like, fairy type Pokemon, steel Pokemon, like what? How about fire, water, and grass? Like, you know? I get it, it had to evolve, but it's just not for me. Fairy is weak to steel, is super effective against dragon. Yeah, see? Like, what? Yeah, that would be good. I think the attack down, attack like up, and all the flavor text, as you're saying, Lindsay, I think that's fine, but speed it up. Like, they could literally, the problem is that they lock your inputs out until the animation finishes, when it's like, dude, just give me control instantly and allow me to take the time to wait if I choose to. I don't need that. What are we at? Oh my god, 10 minutes left, thank god. And then we can be done. And then I can actually play like a better game. I wanted to stream other stuff today, but I keep burning myself out playing Trove. It's fine though, like this was my plan for the weekend, was just grind this crap. But it doesn't mean I'm not gonna complain. I might actually go to Costco and grab some Zoa energy drink. Because I need caffeine, bro. I don't care if it gives me a stomachache. Because I want to stream so many more things. Like, most of all, I really want to stream Starfield. Like, I just have so much fun on that game. It's so mindless. And I've been doing, like, the episode I'm gonna put up today, I think is hilarious because I basically, there was a ship that I found, and it's actually a pretty interesting story, where it's like, this ship that's 200 years old came out of hypersleep, and within that 200-year time span, humanity evolved to the point where the planet that they were in cryosleep waiting to get to colonize was already like a resort because it just, technology advanced that quick, which is a pretty cool concept, right? And so then I get the choice of like, okay, well, what am I gonna do with them? Am I gonna try and kick the people off the planet, tell the people up in space that they can go blow, whatever? I opted into the option of overloading the reactor. But that was already a couple days ago, and I didn't have the pickpocketing skill, which was required to steal the key so that I could overload the reactor. But I got it today in the video I'm gonna upload. So I finally got to blow the ship up. I really enjoy the choices that they have in that game. It's really funny. Just being a jerk. That's kind of why Baldur's Gate clicked with me yesterday as well, because when I was playing it with my buddy, like, we just kept killing mainline NPCs because we thought it was funny. I didn't know you could. Oh, I know, the stealth is so bad. There is a mod for the stealth ant that is supposed to be a stealth overhaul. I can't get it installed correctly, but by the sounds of it, it's really, really good. But yeah, I definitely have moved away from stealth just because it's not super efficient. I ended up getting like a jetpack that makes it so that my character goes invisible if I stand still, but enemies still see me even though I'm invisible, so I don't really understand what the purpose is. Like, why go invisible? Oh god, how many more of these do we got? We're already out again. Jesus. How many of these did we even do today? All right. I should have been keeping track. Just for funsies. But oh well. Oh, I don't know if you've come across it, Ant, by the way. So lots of people keep praising Starfield for the lack of repeated content, and I'm just sitting here like, I don't understand, because I've ran into so much repeated content already. Like, it's kind of surprising. Lots of repeatable quests are just the exact same. So many like little mining colonies and stuff are just the exact same and everything. Like, there's a lot of really cool, unique areas to be sure. But let's not kid ourselves with all the copy-paste content. I guess that's the point of the universe being so big in Starfield, though, is that you could just potentially never come across it. Yeah, we'll do a couple more of these. I guess we'll do these last 5. Why not? And hopefully the game actually decides to give it to me. Please. Please. I don't want to have to log in for 3 hours tomorrow again. Oh my god. I don't know why he's always like flipping backwards and stuff. Like that NPC is so busted. Keeps like breaking his spine to like cast spells. It's just so weird. When you realize the game wants you to log in. Yeah, but this is beyond that, dude. It's not even about like dailies and stuff. This is just bad RNG. The thing that pisses me off is like, this is so ridiculously efficient right now because we can just keep doing the same floor over and over. Like it would have taken like 3 times the amount of time to do all of this that I'm doing right now, just with the normal base dungeon. And it's just like, oh my god. I keep forgetting that this technically is a delve. I still wish we always had this, like, if this just became the new first challenge portal, man, that would actually be really cool. Not that there's like anything worthwhile out of here, like it's not, you know, it's like Shadow Towers in style alone. You know? Give me a tip. I've been spending 8 hours in the game and I started yesterday. My power rank is still low. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen, dude. It's very, very time gated. And generally speaking, like, it takes a while to actually progress in the game. Most of all, I'd say you gotta learn the mechanics and stuff, and you should focus on leveling up your character first. And then don't forget to equip new gems and junk like that. Good XP is like the adventure quests. When you go into a world, there's an NPC, and they'll have a daily quest that you can complete, which is usually pretty good for XP. This is standard RNG and the game is designed around stretching updates for as long as possible. Yes and no, but no, this is like, my point being is that the RNG in this game is bad because I'm not slowly building up any sort of karma bar. Like, pretty much everybody that's grinded this out with me today has already gotten like both trophies, like both mementos. I just keep getting the one memento and not the other one. Like, it's completely random. That's what I hate about this game, is that they rely so heavily on RNG, and then this always ends up happening to me where I just never end up getting what I need. You know, it's the same as like with Gonda. It took me like 80 mil before I actually got him. Because, I don't know, that's just how RNG works, man. Like, if you know what you're going for and you're trying to get something specifically, you don't get lucky. Especially if you've played a game for a long period of time. The example I always try to give as a contrast is, in Terraria, I never knew any of the rare drops I was getting, and I was apparently getting some of the rarest items in the game, like, first try. And everyone was just like, what is this? And I'm just like, oh, cool. And I throw it in a chest because I don't know what it is. I don't appreciate it. That's why I got it, because that's just how it works. I don't know why. That's how it works. Like, the only time that I'm going to actually get this memento is when I don't care anymore. The thing is, I don't care. Like, in the first place, I actually, like, I want to be done. I guess that's what I care about. It's just that I would be finished. But if you consider trying modded Terraria, I have tried it. It's very boring to me. I like the vanilla game. I don't like... Mods are unbalanced. Okay? That's the main reason why I never get into it. Like in Wayfinder, you got the Trickster artifact for house. For house? I'm assuming that's a typo. But yes, exactly. I've been getting a lot of really good items in Wayfinder because I don't care, you know? I'm just playing the game and enjoying it, and it's like, oh, if I get cool things, sure. I didn't know I got something rare out of the Trickster, though. So that's kind of funny. I still just wish, like, if it took a crap ton of Gemworlds to just craft a memento or something like that, I feel would be tough but fair. You know, then at least I would be able to fight back against the RNG. No, I know you, but I'm just asking, like, which item are you talking about, Felipe? Because you said got a Trickster artifact. Oh, you mean I got an artifact for my apartment? Wait, really? I didn't even notice. I haven't been to my apartment in Wayfinder for like a long time. Hell yeah, thanks for letting me know. I didn't even notice, dude. Okay, sweet. I gotta go put that down and see what the buff does. Is that like really rare? That's funny. Oh yeah, ants. No, I already love Wayfinder. It's definitely lacking content right now, and that's why like I'm in no rush to like beat it or play through it super quick or anything. Like I'm just having a good time playing it. It's just another game that I'm just casually adding to my list of like it's like Trove. I'm gonna play Wayfinder for years, dude. Cause it's like it's got everything that I enjoy about Warframe, and it doesn't have any of the stuff I don't like about Warframe. Because Warframe's one of those games I could have easily, like, as a content creator, it would have been very beneficial for me to keep playing it more and more and more and more and more. But I don't like Warframe. Like, at least now that I've gotten far enough in it, like, Wayfinder is a lot more grounded, and I really like the combat and the style and everything. It's just so good, you know? So it's like, hell yeah, dude. I need more content in the game and more things to do, but I mean, other than that, like, that'll just happen over time. No, I don't think they can mess it up, because honestly, all they gotta do is just keep adding new classes and characters to Wayfinder to keep it interesting. I'd still like to see them add, like, new dungeons, bosses, and even biomes and stuff. Like, we'll see what happens when they add the open world area with the mounts, if it's just dragged out, like, padded content and the map is uninteresting, or is it actually like a big open world awesome thing, you know? There's a mod for Terraria still work in progress called Starlight River. Oh, I know that one. I know. Anyways, yeah, to get to the point I was trying to make earlier, Mystery, like, usually the mods that I grab are mods of convenience or quality of life stuff. I don't like changing the game too much, because then it feels too alien and weird. I don't know, it's just a weird thing about me. Oh my god. Okay, how many more of these do we got? Because we're at the 3-hour mark, boys. It's very rare to get. A lot of people already have the artifacts from the first and the Maras. Oh, like they got that before they even got... That's interesting. We'll go a little bit more. Couple more. Oh, nice, F-noob. Yes. No, there's no fake. There's only me. Stuck at 29 KPR. How do you get higher? Well, it depends what you're lacking. Sorry, my brain is like just so dead after doing this for hours and hours. Oh, excuse me. What? Power rank? Your crystal gear could be stronger. You can augment your gems. You could get crystal gems. Light value is going to be the more important thing. Like, PR isn't as important as you would think, because the game doesn't actually calculate your stats properly to determine how much your PR should be. So you could actually have max PR and just have nothing but max health. I got a good feeling. We're gonna get it. I'd play Wayfinder if it wasn't 20 bucks. Well, you're in luck. Next year it'll be free. And by then there will be a crap ton more content, so... Like, if you can hold off, then yeah, just wait. It's gonna be better in the long run. Right now, like, we've been dealing with all the bugs and disconnects and issues. Sure, we get a heads up on everybody. Or, you know... get ahead of everyone. But, whatever. On Nintendo Switch, the fixture menu is broken. All clubs simply can't progress. This issue has been around for a month. Yes. I don't know if it's that the Switch is neglected. I think it's just the console version of Trove in general. Like, they kind of just port the updates to console versions and get more money out of it. But yeah, they don't really have a big team behind it, which kind of shows where they're at. But that's stupid. Switch and PlayStation are like the most broken versions of this game. How do you increase light? Your crystal gear, cosmic gems are going to be your biggest option. Don't forget that there's the star chart as well. But a crystal ring can also help a little bit. Yeah, because they're not on Windows. That's why the Xbox version and PC version are the most stable, because they're both just running on Windows OS. Is it possible to get 48 kpr? No, not currently. 47.1 something, I think. 47.128, I think. I could be mistaken. Honestly, though, like, think about it this way, man. As much as Switch version or even PlayStation version of Trove is kind of broken and unplayable in a lot of ways, at least it's there. I still think, like, that they should put a lot more effort into the Switch version of Trove, because I think it's insane to think about a game like Trove on the Switch, you know? Yes, it's an MMO, so you have to be connected to the internet all the time, but I still think that it's crazy that consoles don't really have many MMOs, so Trove being on more is always better in my opinion. And it just being on the Switch just seems so cool. It's just so unoptimized that it sucks. But a lot of that's got to do with the bad game engine. Oh, 47289. Okay, not 189. There you go. That's max PR. I'm pretty sure it's labeled in the leaderboard. I just never checked because I don't care. Like, I can only hit 47 kpr on a couple classes just because of my gear. We'll be done after these portals, because otherwise, again, like, we could just keep doing this for hours and hours and hours, and it's just not gonna make a difference no matter how many times I grind it. Sad truth. Oh my god. Yeah, stream anything after this? I want to. I don't know how I'm going to physically feel after this. Like, I'm already kind of feeling quite ill. And grinding this out is not helping. That's why you see I'm fidgeting around a lot. Like, my throat was already kind of sore, so I don't know. I'm not gonna say no, it's just I'm probably gonna take a break after this and then see how I'm feeling. I want to stream other games, but this is kind of my priority over the weekend, is seeing if I can get this dumb memento out of the way. Because then that's just one, another check mark for something related to Trove that I can be done with. And then we can actually get more, you know, back into the more interesting stuff with Trove instead of grinding this stupid delve all the time. Like, this delve is really cool in practice. It's just, again, the execution is usual, like, dead by the time it gets to the finish line. But I'd love to stream Starfield if I could, and possibly Baldur's Gate. I don't know. But that might be something that I'll stream in the middle of the night. Oh my god. There it is. We're done. Oh, what a slog. Holy crap. Good lord. I'm gonna have to calculate all of my there we go. That thing's kind of cute. Was it worth it? Yes. Look at this demon. Yes. Thank God for this easy delve thing that we had this week, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Now I can finally make the video talking about it, and then there you go. Hey, thanks, Ant. Appreciate the gifted sub. It went to Frosty, who I don't even know if Frosty's in here. Waiting since yesterday to do that? Ah, yes. It's a celebration. Sweet, man. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so I'll have to make a video highlighting that, of course. But now we're finally done. I can finally move on from this godforsaken delve. Because now I have everything. Can start going back to Sundered Uplands and other stuff. Oh my god. I'm gonna look up... Yeah, I gotta look up and calculate, like, on all of my last Trove streams. Hold up. Let me see. Like, how long did this take? Let's see. Filter. Trove. Did I label all of them as Trove? I hope I did. When did this start? When did I start grinding this? Oh my god. Way back. Okay, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Let's say an average 25 hours. So I could say, so that's about 25 hours to get everything out of the stupid delve area. Not just this one mount, obviously. But still, that's pretty bad. I mean, you could say that it took 25 hours to get this mount because I didn't have it drop this entire time. I had it drop once. And then I consumed it. But that's ridiculous. Like, as far as Trove grinding is concerned, I mean, you know me, I'm not against grinding. Like, I remember grinding, like, what, 7 hours straight or something like that to get the Phoenix mount when it first came out. But at least with that, you're slowly, you know, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But this is just like, ugh. Yeah, later, mystery. Hey, Kev. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to take a bit of a break. I do want to stream some more today, but we'll see, man. Like, I'm going to prioritize just resting. Otherwise, yeah, now I can finally get back to, like, just recording normal Trove videos for you guys and stuff and get back to the Leviathan series and everything. Either way, I know that there wasn't that much of a turnout for these more recent streams, but I do appreciate you guys for coming out and making it fun, because otherwise I probably would not have done this. Just because, good lord. Anyways, have a good day, guys.